teams, the world's greatest women's soccer players. Just one dream. The skill, the emotion, the fight. Two contenders are left, but only one can be called a champion. It's the WUSA Final, next on TNT. What a great day for soccer. It's the first ever WUSA Championship Final. It's between the league's two best teams, the Bay Area Cyber Rays and the Atlanta Beat. Today's game comes to you from Foxboro Stadium in Foxboro, Massachusetts. A pleasant good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to the women's final. Along with Wendy Gebauer, I'm John Paul Delacamera. Two great teams led by Wendy, some impact players.
JP, I agree, and another way to define that is that the big stars have to show up in the big games. And for the Bay Area Cyber Rays, keep your eye on number 6, Brandy Chastain. She's been a great leader for this team coming out of the back. And she's also really doing a great job getting into the attack. Loves to attack out of the back. Also keep your eye on Julie Murray. In fact, Julie Murray has only played 24 minutes against the Atlanta Beat in the regular season. Does Atlanta's defense have an answer for her? And for the Atlanta Beat, you cannot forget about Brianna Scurry in the net. She's had a phenomenal season and has really empowered her young defense to have a lot of confidence. She's been so good in the net. And also Cindy Parlow. Cindy Parlow scored 2 goals in the semifinal game, including the tying goal and the game winner. She's so great in the air. Again, the Bay Area Cyber Rays got to find a way to stop her.
Well, crowd support has been very strong this year in the WUSA. They're hoping for a great crowd today to watch the WUSA Championship. As we go to break, let's look at some of the players who are going to be competing today for the Founders Cup.
Yeah, you saw my rebound? Okay, hot shots. Now you gotta clean up.
New Clean and Clear Deep Action Cleansing Wipe with beta hydroxy for a deep down tingly clean. New Deep Action Cleansing Wipe. Clean and clear and under control.
Hi, I'm Finn O'Neill, president of Hyundai Motor America. Growing up in Ireland, I fell in love with soccer at an early age. That's why I'm especially proud and excited that Hyundai is a worldwide supporter of the game. From AYSO to the World Cup. And now, the WUSA in its inaugural season. On behalf of everyone at Hyundai, I'd like to congratulate both teams in today's championship match. Because nothing beats a great game of soccer.
There's more to girls than meets the eye. We're strong and beautiful. No lie, soft and dry is that way too. Strong and beautiful, just like you.
A strong dryness ingredient and skin conditioners keep you
softer, drier, strong and beautiful, just like you.
Introducing new Era Max.
I am a jungle gym. I am a trampoline. I am a brick wall. I am not a washing machine.
Now you don't have to be. New Era Max. Cuts through your active family stains to brighten whites and colors.
I am a finish line.
New Era Max. This is your era.
It's Toyota clearance time.
I like it.
Clearance happens just once a year, and you'll like the values on the summer's biggest inventory.
I like it.
Right now, get 0% financing on the safest SUV in America, Toyota 4Runner.
I like it.
Lower your monthly payments with 0% financing when you buy any new 2001 4Runner or pocket $2,000 cash back. Your choice. Toyota's 2001 clearance, going on coast to coast.
There's a great future in this company.
Ever thought about selling cable TV?
The money's just unbelievable. The harder you work, the more money you actually make.
Anytime you make that sale, it gives you a feeling of accomplishment.
I love the flexibility.
I get to see my kids off to school.
Run my errands, go to grad school.
The benefit that they offer are tremendous.
You get medical insurance, dental insurance,
401k,
paid training.
I get free cable.
Interested? Call Time Warner today.
I should have done this 10 years ago.
Welcome, everyone, to the first ever WUSA Championship. The Bay Area Cyber Rays getting ready to do battle with the Atlanta Beat. Time to check out our starting lineup. Being brought to you by Clean and Clear.
Well, we talked about stopping Parlow, but can they stop Charmaine Hooper, number 10? She's had 4 goals versus the Bay Area. She's really, really dangerous and strong, a physical presence in the box. And for the Bay Area Cyber Rays, we all got to keep an eye on number 10, CC. She is just absolutely magic. Her artistry on the ball in the midfield will give the Atlanta Beat a lot to contend with.
If you want to see great goalkeepers, you came to the right place. The two best this year statistically in the WSA going at it. Scurry left, Lakeisha Bean to the right.
Tomorrow, which planet takes over TNT? See every episode back-to-back and find out why over 33 million viewers are hooked. Don't miss over 12 hours of Which Play. Tomorrow from 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. only on TNT.
Here's an offer that's simply unbeatable. Just announced $3.9 financing and $1,000 cash back on Super Duty. During factory authorized clearance, for a limited time, you get both $3.9 financing and $1,000 cash back on Ford Super Duty, the truck that delivers the most towing capacity of any full-size pickup. And now, big clearance savings, $3.9 financing and $1,000 cash back. This offer ends August 31st, so hurry. Get to your Texas Ford dealer today.
Time Warner Cable beats the satellite dish to the internet with Roadrunner, the fastest online service.
We get Roadrunner high-speed online from Time Warner Cable, and we love it.
It's really fast and easy to use.
With Roadrunner, I never have to dial up. I'm always connected so I can be on the web instantly.
Roadrunner doesn't tie up my phone, so I can be surfing the internet and talking with my friends on the phone at the same time.
Try getting that from a satellite company.
Time Warner Cable, the very best in TV, keeps getting better.
Welcome back to the 2001 WSA Championship from Foxboro Stadium, Foxboro, Massachusetts. Along with Wendy Gebauer, I'm John Paul Della Camera. Time now to meet the third member of our broadcast team. We'll hear from her down on the sidelines today. Let's go down to field level and Beth Mowens. Beth.
JP, Brandy Chastain has been confident all season that her team would be here today, even when the Cyber Rays were out in cyberspace in dead last in the WUSA. But Brandy promised Late Show host David Letterman that the Cyber Rays would get back online.
All you need to know is that at the end of the season, my team will be in the championship game. And then you'll come.
You think you actually the Cyber Rays will be in the championship game? Well, there you go. It's a bold prediction, everybody.
Well, Brandy and the Cyber Rays did get things turned around. They went from worst to first. And, David, if you're not here already, Brandy left her ticket at the will call window. JP?
Thanks, Beth. We'll check out that will call window, see if Dave shows up. These are the two players we'll have Mike today. Charmaine Hooper left, Tisha Venturini to the right. We will hear from them later on Turf Talk. Moments away from the kickoff for the WSA Championship. And now we're underway in the light blue or teal as the Atlanta Beat. Purple and gray trim, Bay Area Cyber Rays give away early. And Atlanta will play it out to the wide side. Carlo will give it up. Augustiniak will send it up. And this one gets over Lakeisha Bean. She'll be able to put it back into play.
Let's talk a little systems, JP. For the Atlanta Beat, they'll be playing a 4-2-2-2 with their strength right down the center of the field. In contrast, Bay Area is going to try and spread the field wide, get players like Chastain and Bryan into the attack coming out of the back. They're going to try to move the ball side to side as opposed to a lot of direct play down the center of the field where Atlanta has all their strength.
In the middle, headed up. Is she trying to bring it down, which she does. Tough challenge on this near side by Julie Augustiniak as it went out. Well, Segura had pushed up from the right back spot. Kriskowski's throwing. Intended for Hooper. How to play again. Another throw-in. We're in the second minute from Foxboro Stadium, WSA Championship. And again, the ball out of play. This time, possession goes the other way to the Cyber Rays. We finished level on points with the Atlanta Beat. Actually had one more win, but in the head-to-head, the first tiebreaker, Atlanta had the edge. Carlo making the run. Federano Segura. Support was there. Carlo fighting with Terry Dorn. Carlo brought down, and Sandra Hunt blows the whistle there. It's a free kick coming up.
Take a look at what happened here. It's Parlow really trying to face up on her defenders. Dorn is a tough presence there. She's kind of an unsung hero for Bay Area, but she can't handle Parlow's presence.
Serlinga cross, headed away, right back inside the 18 where Segura knocks it out. Brought down by Dana Smith to Sheralda Nonan, number 6. Long ball to Hooper, the Canadian national international teammates. Arnold trying to get around. Off a deflection. And played back by Chastain to Lakeisha Bean, who will clear it off the left foot. Murray heads it up towards Bell. And a foul is called. GC gets ready to take this. The Cyber-Rays never beat Atlanta this year. This is the only team that they could not beat during the regular season.
And we mentioned it at the Open. Does Daria have an answer for Charmaine Hooper? She's been so productive. Of course, 3 of her goals came against backup goalkeeper Jen Mead in their last regular season matchup, but still, she's such a great presence. And on the flip side, Julie Murray. Atlanta's defense really hasn't seen her except on tape because she missed 2 games and just came off the bench for the other one. Played only 24 minutes against the Atlanta Beat.
Kelly Lindsay. Thrown up by Chastain, brought down by Atlanta. They lose possession for the moment. Nonan off a deflection. Keep it moving. That's Julie Augustiniak. Out wide left. Krzyzkowski on the run. Krzyzkowski defended by Oseguera. Katya even came back here to defend. Katya got a piece, not all. Blocked off Venturini's clearance, then Oseguera clears for CC.
That's great team defense by the Bay Area Cyber-Rays. I love seeing a player like Katya, who's playing up front, come back and help her team out on defense and provide a double up.
Murray will collect. Outside left. Chastain will go forward. She's got the green light. Ball is knocked up. She tried to get that herself. She almost got it. Nolan clears. CC got a piece, not all. Oseguera. Offside flag went up on this near side. And the call is made against the Cyber-Rays. We'll watch Katya today, who had a tremendous second half of the season. She's a Brazilian international. This team did well with the Brazilians. Katya and CC both were impact players. It took Katya a little while to get going. But in the end, when they went to the 3 forwards, she was strong. Up the middle. Venturini split. CC. Christina Bell. That's 4 good touches, and then CC let that one get away. Diana Scurry is back with it. Remember her from World Cup '99, one of the heroes. Speaking of heroes, Scurry will clear this one.
JP, we talked about what Scurry provides to her defense. You know, her whole team really in general, her leadership as a captain. She and Parlo have done a great job for the Atlanta Beat. 2 contrasting styles of leadership, but it's really what the Beat needed. And more importantly, her defense, who really was a no-name defense early on, has been one of the best defenses in the league. And in fact, she's just really empowered them with her confidence, talking to them all the time from behind.
Xander Hunt calls another foul. It'll be a free kick for the Cyber-Rays. CC takes the majority of them, if not all of them.
And this ball, you got to be looking at Bell, number 7, making a back post run. Chastain's also going to follow her in support.
CC off the left foot. Katya got a head to it on a pass. It stays in. Quick shot taken. A deflection and a goal. Cyber-Rays lead.
We all know you don't want to be giving up free kicks, especially when CC is the player who's serving it. She's got such a great free kick. But the thing that happened was Atlanta just didn't organize well enough. Bay Area, on the other hand, was incredibly patient and organized the box. Ball goes into the box. Katya's flick goes back post. Atlanta's defense cannot get set quick enough. Watch the shot here. It's Lindsay on the back post. A deflection off of Brandi Chastain's head, who is right in the right position. Keep your eye on Brandi Chastain, number 6 in the middle there. Watch her deflection on the shot, if we see it there.
Yeah.
And it goes off the post into the goal. Well organized by Barry. That's absolutely fantastic organization.
Should be Brandy's goal. That was a good catch. I saw Lindsay take it, but hesitated because there was a deflection, but it was so quick.
You know, it's amazing, JP, is Kelly Lindsay has not taken a shot all season. How about the time to unleash her shot?
Well, they've announced it as her goal. They may change it. Looked like Chastain may have gotten ahead to it. We'll check it out again, I'm sure. 7th minute, Cyber-Rays lead. All the way back to Bean. When the Cyber-Rays have led in a game this year, regular season or playoffs, they have never lost. Long ball from Bean. Krzyzkowski. It goes into space. There is Bean holding on. Cyber still with the lead. We checked, and they're going to give that goal to Lindsay. Apparently, Chastain went forward but did not make contact, so they'll give it to Kelly Lindsay. At least for now. Venturini's flick. Here's Katya. Played upfield. Cyber will hold. That's Bell. Taken away. Homari Sawa. Bring it up left side. There's Hooper. Looping one towards Parlo against Lindsay. Help was coming from Chastain. It's cleared but not out. And just missing on it. Augustiniak coming in.
Well, an unfortunate touch for Augustiniak. She really had no time. She had two defenders, Lindsay and Chastain, on her. She needs to prep that a lot better in order to get a cross off.
On the deflection, Sawa turns, and now it's deflected again. To be out for a corner kick. First one coming up. And this team very dangerous on corners, the Atlanta Beat.
Some good targets in the box for Atlanta Beat. You got Cindy Parlo, number 12. We know how dangerous she is in the air. Hooper as well will be making a run, more of a near post run, try and take the defense with her to open it up for Parlo running behind.
Low corner. Deflects in the box. Those normally can be troublesome, but the Cyber A's do clear it out. And Atlanta will have a throw in. 9th minute, Cyber A's with the early goal. That's what they did last week, but New York came back and answered early on. Back for Lindsay. Kelly Lindsay will clear. Nonan sending it the other way. And out of play. It belongs to the Cyber A's. They will have a throw in as we hit nearly 9 minutes gone. Brandy Chastain, one of the most recognizable faces in women's soccer on that throw. Atlanta getting it back and looking to settle. Katya. Up the middle, Bell. Good physical presence out there for the Cyber A's. Cici couldn't get through. Played up, Sawa. Japan's national team captain is dispossessed. Chastain will hold. Bell was looking for it. Comes back. Dana Smith will switch it. Wiskowski, the University of Wisconsin-Milwaukee, will play it up. That was off Oseguera. Comes all the way back towards Lakeisha Bean. And Bean will hold on. She led the WUSA this year in saves. Good look at our crowd today at Foxboro Stadium. Foxboro, Massachusetts. Sort of fitting we had the first ever WUSA championship here. This is where MLS held their first championship. Played upfield by Venturini to Katya. That's blocked. Atlanta scrambling to get it back and clearing it. Kept alive. Dorn to Katya. Look at the moves from Katya. Then the cross was blocked. Nonan's ball ahead to Parlo. 4 players coming back for the Cyber A's. It goes wide to Hooper. Hooper going outside on Bryan. 2 physical players. Hooper cuts inside. Sawa, tough angle. Played it across. Augustiniak in. Bivens calls for it. Takes the shot. Kylie Bivens. It's tied. Kylie Bivens makes it 1 apiece.
Well, the Bay Area just gave the Atlanta Beat way too much time. They had a numerous number of chances to go ahead and dispossess the Atlanta Beat. Atlanta was very, very patient in and around the box, and they ended up netting 1. Take a look at it here. Sawa's the player who serves a beautiful ball, pulls it away from Bean, but look at this time. Too much time there by Bay Area defense. They let Bivens also take a nice shot here. Look at the space that Bivens has gotten. That position's got to be covered better. Beautifully placed shot. Both Parlo and Hooper were in position for any type of deflection, but no deflection was evident.
Back to live action. Foul is called, and look out here. All the coaches that played against Bay Area were cautioning their players, don't foul anywhere near the box because of CC. Kylie Bivens in the 11th minute. Getting an equalizer. Nancy Augustiniak with a good pass back. Bivens called for that ball. She was wide open, put her right arm up and got the pass. CC over the ball. Chastain also capable from here. 2 yards out. Vander Hunt has moved the wall back. A run over by Chastain. CC right at Story. Those two know each other from the famous battles that Brazil and the United States have had.
Well, this is always a dangerous place to have a free kick, especially when CC is over the ball. She tries to bend it over the wall. Actually doesn't quite get it far enough to the corner. Brianna Scurry has her positioning and just makes an easy save.
13th minute. Each team has scored a goal. Lindsay and Bivens.
And both goals, JP, unbelievable as far as tactical organization. Just picture book plays.
Scurry comes out, makes the grab. With a long clearance. Headed forward, Hooper between two defenders onside the chip. What a goal by Hooper to run Atlanta.
The first 2 goals were organized tactically very, very well, and this is the best of them all. When you've got a player like Cindy Parlow with her height and presence in the air, go ahead, serve a long ball to her. That's what Scurry did. Hooper organizes tactically behind her, commits Lakeisha Bean, and a beautiful finish, and that's what Hooper is so good at. She commits Bean, but look at this beautiful finish, just places it in the back of the net. Unbelievable tactical organization.
20 the 2 best defensive teams in the league all year, from start to finish, have given up 3 goals total.
Well, I think the first 2 goals, well, I'm going to come back to this. 1 second.
Here's Parlow. Nearly handle that and goes out.
I think the first 2 goals were lack of organization or clearance. I think, you know, both teams on attack on the first 2 goals were really patient. They touched so many players were involved without a clearance. But this last one was absolutely picture book. That's tough to stop.
Hooper in the 14th minute. She led them in goals scored during the regular season, and 8 of her 12 goals were on the road. That one goes the other way. Time for our Aflac trivia question. Which 2 players in today's game have won an NCAA title, an Olympic gold medal, and a World Cup championship? We'll have the answer for you later on. What a start to this one, though. 3 goals, and we're now in the 15th minute. Murray will chase. This ball is cleared out. Bowen coming up for the Cyber Rays. Charmaine Hooper has done well against the Cyber Rays. 4 goals. One was the hat trick against Jen Meade. She scored only once against Lakeisha Bean, but that one there, a huge one to give Atlanta the lead. Remember, they came back last week from 2 goals down, so 1 goal down was nothing for this team.
Well, just from start to finish, that whole play, Brianna Scurry makes a save. Wasn't that the save on the free kick? JP, unbelievable counterattack. You know, just caught the area a little bit unsettled. Long ball to Parlow. She flicks it. Hooper's in. I mean, the tactical organization. We got another ball on the field down there.
Yeah, there's a couple of them. Let's go downstairs. We've got Beth Mullins on the sidelines. Beth, what do you have?
Well, JP and Wendy, one of the adjustments that Ian Sawyers is making, he's talked to his defensive back 4 and said, you guys are playing too high, too close to the midfield, and they were not reacting well, particularly on the long goal kick from Brianna Scurry. So he wants them to make the adjustment and move back and play a little deeper. JP?
Thanks, Beth. We saw Brandy Chastain also huddling with the players after that, so I'm not sure if she got a signal from Ian or whether she took that upon herself because she's their organizer back there.
Well, certainly she's gotten the message to them, and it's a good point because when you've got players, if you're pushing up too high, that's an easy scenario for Hooper and Parlow to work well together on flicks like that. That flick was like a 15-yard flick. Hooper was completely in on Lakeisha Bean. If the defense had been back a little bit, they would have been able to make the play probably or help Bean out. Another thing is they could have gotten in behind Bean on the shot and maybe covered in behind her.
That last foul on Atlanta will give a free kick to the Cyber Rays. Vendrini and Katya, a couple of targets that they go to in the air on balls from this far out. Chastain took it, headed up, cleared poorly. Murray with a chance from a tough angle to keep it alive. And a takedown, that's on the Australian, Julie Murray. The WUSA on TNT is being brought to you by Hyundai, proud to be a charter sponsor of the WUSA. Hyundai is backed by the Freedom of America's Best Warranty, the Hyundai Advantage. And by Aflac, without it, no insurance is complete. 2-1 in favor of the Atlanta Beat. They were trailing 1-0 into the 7th minute. So they scored twice in about 3 minutes' time to take over. Long ball left sideline. Cybrays kept it in for the moment, but now it's cleared out. The Beat will have a throw-in.
Make sure we're organizing behind the ball every time.
Kriskowski on that throw-in. Sawa tackled out by Lindsay. It's going to be another corner kick for Atlanta. Solid year for Kelly Lindsay at the back. In fact, April Heinrich has called her up for a pre-Nike Cup training camp. She may have a shot to play for the U.S. national team in their upcoming games.
You know, the neat thing about this league is it is developing new names, new stars, and these players are getting an opportunity to represent their country.
Here is Serlenka. Went to the near post. That's cleared away. Beat getting it back. Settled. Kriskowski going long towards Hooper. Cleared away. Up for CC. Quick touch towards Bell. Denied by Nonan. Off that challenge. It's kept alive in the wing. Osigeta looking for Bell. That's too far. Throw up to Nonan, who led this team in minutes. Will play it up. Jimmy Carlo.
Here we go.
Dropping it back. Kriskowski. Long again for Hooper. What a step behind the defender, but that time Bean saw it ahead of time and came out. Hooper looking for her second goal of the game. Katya on the left. With speed and strength, but that time she's dispossessed on the right by Nancy Augustiniak. Lindsay at the back. Kelly Lindsay out of Notre Dame. Punching play, and Sandra Hunt will stop play right there. Maybe chat with Dana Smith. Player down is Murray.
Well, we knew when these two teams matched up due to their regular season fouls, the foul totals, that it would be a tough match. There's an example of one, and Murray is a very fouled player, and she knows that. She says the other players up top, Bell and Katya, have helped take some of the pressure away from her physically, but she gets hammered.
To the byline, Osigera, but it's right at Brianna Scurry. Expect a physical game whenever these two clubs meet. Look at the fouls, 106 combined, the most in any games played between two teams. That's over 35 fouls a game. They had 42 in their last meeting, 21 apiece. The chase for it, banged away by Smith. Right at the halfway line, 4 players are there. Atlanta will push it up towards Sawa. Down she goes. She bounces right back up, but the Cybrays get it. Sawa complaining about the lack of a call there. Osigera starting the year with San Diego, ending up here. Off a block by Nonan. Murray pulls. A nice shot. Hit wide by Scurry. It was looking good from our angle. It's a corner kick for the Cybrays.
Well, Murray has been so productive on the attack for Bay Area, but it hasn't traditionally been from long-range shots outside. But look at her unleash this left-footed shot. Brianna Scurry has to get over and cover that upper 90. Beautiful, beautiful save. That's our clear view presented by AccuView.
Off the corner. It swings over, but Brianna Scurry followed it all the way. She was looking at the referee's assistant on the near side. That ball looked like it had gone out of play and came back in. What a year for Julie Murray. Sensational season. Had a couple of goals last week in that semifinal win. Clear it upfield. Foul was called there. 2-1, Atlanta leading the Cybrays in the 22nd minute. Osigera. CC. Oh, that wasn't too much, but the foul was called. Another free kick coming up. Don't adjust your sets. CC has done something to the hair. A couple of players have done some things to it for this final game. Here is CC. Great moves on the ball. Sends it up. Headed down by Murray. The look was for Katya down the middle. Hooper shielding the ball well. Gets it up on the left side. Krzyzkowski. All the way back towards Lakeisha Bean. Bring it inside her own 18. 23rd minute. Atlanta 2, Bay Area 1 of the WUSA championship match. Cleared by Nonan. Back over the halfway line. It bounces back over Krzyzkowski. Nonan is there. Off Sauer's chest. Julie Augustiniak going long, but it's flight at Lakeisha Bean. It's a 2-1 lead for the Atlanta Beat. You're watching the first ever WUSA Championship live from Foxboro Stadium, Foxboro, Massachusetts. We hope you're enjoying today's match here on TNT. Throwing on the far side. Cyber-A's looking. Bell coming back. Murray on the wing. Overlapping run there. Didn't work that time, but Murray's allowed to cross. Katya doesn't get it. Free shot. Oseguera. Scurry came out and made herself as big as she could. Oseguera may have hesitated a bit too, perhaps being intimidated by Scurry coming out, and Scurry's down in goal.
Well, she took a point-blank shot, JP, came out and made a great save. We'll take a look at what happened here. Nice attack by Barry, and actually it was organized because of a defensive misclear by Atlanta. Look at this ball in the back post. Oseguera. Brianna Scurry comes out, makes Oseguera feel her presence, but I think she took that ball right in her solar plexus, maybe knocked the wind out of her. Makes a great save, though.
She's lucky she's still playing. She told me that in that game against San Diego a few weeks ago, she thought she had broken her leg in a collision with her own teammate, Dana Smith. So she's fortunate to be here in the championship game. She led the league this year with the lowest goals against average. Wire to wire, too. Ball settled, and it's going to belong to the Atlanta Beat. Trying to welcome in the coach of Bay Area Cyber-A's, Ian Sawyers. Coach, are you as surprised as we are? First of all, that 3 goals have been scored in a matter of 14 minutes?
Well, not really. I mean, there's a lot of nerves going on, and people are doing stuff that they wouldn't normally do, so I guess it's not so surprising.
Ian, a question for you. Brandi Chastain, it turns out she actually got credited for that goal. Great tactical organization. Is that a set play, the way you guys set that up?
Yeah, we've been working on it this week, trying to just change on a couple of things, but it was definitely something we've been working on.
Coach, thanks for joining us. Congratulations on being named Coach of the Year.
Thank you very much.
Well deserved. 25th minute, 2-1. Atlanta's on top. Bay Area trying to change that here. What do you attribute to those first couple of goals, which could be as well to nerves? Well, this is the final game.
Yeah, maybe nerves from a defensive standpoint, because like I said, on the first 2 goals, I thought there were opportunities when both teams could have cleared the ball. If you've got 3 or 4 touches and all that many players involved in an attack in and around the box, something's going on wrong defensively. But on the positive note, I would credit brilliant tactical organization on the attack for those first 3 goals. I mean, I haven't seen 3 goals as good as that in one match all season long.
Hooper, look at the fight. No foul on either player. Charmaine led the league, by the way, in fouls committed. Long ball ahead. Oseguera stopped that. Then Tarini. Dorn. Blocked over to the right. Oseguera tackled out by Nikki Serlinga to throw in for the Cyber-A's. We're in the 26th minute. Dorn will send it up. Carrie Dorn, back to Bryant. Kelly Lindsay.
Point out something I mentioned earlier with the Bay Area system. They're going to try and get Chastain involved in the attack out wide. They're going to try and move the ball from right to left and left to right quickly to try and get the ball away from Atlanta's strength, which is right down the center of the field.
Carrie Dorn lifting it up. Murray came through and handled it, I thought. The referee's assistant put the flag up just for that. I don't think there was an offside. I think she handled it in the 27th minute.
And we'll take a look and see what happens. A ball serves into the box here. Takes a bounce in the Atlanta Beat box. Absolutely looked like right there Murray went ahead and used her arm to pull the ball down.
Cleared the other way by Atlanta. Cooper coming back for the ball. Fighting hard as she always does. Sawa comes in and take it back. He's got a couple players down at the other end. He showed you that foul count. I mean, it's rough whenever these 2 teams play. More so than when any other 2 play. here, you got to give it all. It's the final game. Harlow touched that one last. It went out of play. 28 minutes. Harlow had the 2 goals last week, including that golden goal that put Atlanta in this final game. Nonan chased by Bell. Nice move at the byline, then ran out of space. Nonan repositioned herself, but lost the ball out for a corner. Good hustle by those 2 players. And now Nonan and company must get ready for this corner kick. CC will take it. That's reading one of the targets in the air. Comes across. She was going with Bell. Headed. And if he deflected out, yes, corner kick.
And Chastain's over there. They're trying to call for a handball on the Atlanta defense. Looking for a PK. Great in-swinger by CC. Brianna Scurry comes up, makes a nice save because Bell is right on her back. She's got to make that save.
29th minute, corner from the opposite end. CC. Drives it across. Flicked down by Bell, and then not a good clearance at all. Cybrays will keep it alive. Lindsay holds. Drives it across for Katya. It's over her. CC still there from where she took the corner. And Atlanta just want to be safe and clear it out. A couple balls in the field for the second time today. What's happening over there? Another throw in. Nearly 29 minutes gone. First half, a wild one in the WUSA Championship final. 3 goals were scored by the 14th minute. Chastain on the far side. The captain of the Cybrays. Long throw. Katya, Scurry came in. Scurry was there. Katya the header off the crossbar. No luck there for the Cybrays. But Scurry came out and made the initial play. Chastain fires wide. Cybrays came, what, an inch or 2 away from tying it?
Oh, unbelievable. That ball could have done any number of things, and it hit off the crossbar and bounced back out of the goal. We'll take a look at it. Starts on a throw-in, long throw-in. Actually flicked by an Atlanta defender. Scurry comes out, actually makes the save off of her face. It looked like Murray comes in. Scurry makes the second save. Ball bounces down, and the Atlanta defense is able to clear it out. That's the second save by Scurry in a matter of seconds. And a nice high and wide clear by Atlanta.
I mean, that's why she's so great. I mean, she's off balance. She makes that second save where most players are not going to be able to stop that. Yes, you have to have some luck, too. But Sandra Hutch calls for another foul. Atlanta had a player down. What a day so far for Scurry. Played up, flicked up by Bell. Scurry out again. And she'll hold on this time. We're in the 31st minute. 2-1, Atlanta leading. Time to go revisit Beth Mullins and a special guest. Beth.
Thanks, JP. Obviously, I'm with Mia Hamm. And Mia, I know you missed a couple of the goals on your way over here, but it's been a terrific championship match. Is this what you guys thought about having as the founders got together to formulate this league?
Definitely. I think this exceeds all our dreams. I mean, what an incredible crowd and great atmosphere. And I think one of the things they talked about at the beginning of the year is that there weren't a lot of goals, and already we have 3 goals scored in the first 15, 20 minutes.
I know you'd love to be out there with the Washington Freedom, but what has been your fondest memory of this inaugural season, do you think?
I think that first game, just all the emotion that was tied to it, and you know, people telling us for so long that it wasn't going to happen, and just being around a great group of investors who really believed in us, and you know, the sponsors that we have paved the way to help us get here, and we're just so thankful and grateful that we have our stage to express ourselves, and young girls have an opportunity to dream of playing professional soccer.
Well, congratulations on the success this year of the WUSA.
Thanks. I appreciate it.
JP?
Thanks, Beth. Thanks as well to Mia Hamm for joining us. We're at the inaugural WUSA Championship final. A lot of goals early on. It seems to have settled out a little bit, but it was 2-1 when we were in the 14th minute. Segura sends it over. Murray was trying for it. Cooper, who took a ride from Kerry Dorn. Later tonight, live from Bristol Motor Speedway, NASCAR Winston Cup Racing, the Sharpie 500. Watch the drama of NASCAR beginning tonight, 7 p.m. Eastern on TNT. We've got a free kick coming up for the Atlanta Beat. They'll play it long. And cleared away on the right side, but out of play. Last touch by Oseguera, 33rd minute. 2-1, Atlanta.
In the middle. Let the forward stay up. Everybody's zoning in the final third instead of picking up players.
Ball cleared out, and they'll say goal kick.
Well, and on the first goal for Bay Area, we wondered whether or not Brandy Chastain would get credited for it. The shot was by Lindsay. Take a look here. Here's the shot. Okay, freeze it right there. It hits off of Chastain's head, and she flicks it. Now, go ahead, roll it. Couple things. Harlow is not on this post, and it sneaks right in the post. And that's a goal, and that made the difference on that goal, JP. I'm glad they went back and analyzed it and gave that goal to Brandy Chastain, because that was great tactical organization on her part with her positioning. And Ian Sawyer said that was by design. They've been working on it in practice.
You had mentioned Kelly Lindsay hadn't taken a shot all year. That shot was right toward goal, but Chastain flicks it home. As it turns out, the next two goals came Atlanta's way. Here's Venturini sending it in wide of her former U.S. national team teammate, Brian Ascuri. 34th minute. Mr. Venturini, one of those players being wired today for sound. She likes the stadium. She was one of the super subs in the last World Cup, scoring twice against North Korea.
Can't forget to point out the celebration. Remember the backflip?
Oh, the backflip? Absolutely. Throw in coming up for Katya. Bell cleared it over on the cross. Oh, that was contacted by Dana Smith inside, sending Venturini down. Chastain coming up, broken up and cleared the other way. Off Barlow, I thought. Nope. Last touch by the Cyber-Rays. 35th minute, 2-1 Atlanta. On Stiniak. Now Bivens. Deflected by Katya. There's Segura for Katya. Segura played for Mexico in the last World Cup. This one's going to be cleared away and out. It'll be another throw-in. And again, it belongs to the Cyber-Ray. At the conclusion of tonight's game, we'll select the Airmax player of the game. Airmax, the official laundry detergent of the WUSA, will donate $1,000 in that player's name to the Women's Sports Foundation to help support a new era for girls and women in sports. Venturini will find Chastain. Oh, off the face it looked like of Augustiniak. Pushed upfield, and that's going to be blocked. And Segura back towards CC, cleared by the Beat. Deflected away, and it'll stay in play. Harlow with those long strides catches up. Corey Bryant against her. Nice comeback from Bryant, who touched it last. It's going to belong to the Atlanta Beat. Arnold led this team in assists, shots, and shots on goal. Ended the year with a couple of concussions, but has played well in the last few games, especially last week.
Harlow's got to be one of the targets as well. We have two players over there. Looks like a short corner.
Serlinger with Sawa. Serlinger will cross it again. Intended for Harlow, but she was tied up by Lindsay. Katya flying down the left side with a 37th minute. Leaves it off for Chastain. Then Murray had to come back for it. She was actually closer to the ball. Julie Augustiniak going long, far side. Lindsay's back there. Brandy with it. Venturini scoops it over. There is Chastain over the halfway line. Keeping it on the ground to Murray. And that deflects out. It's still going to belong to the Bay Area Cyber-Rays. Clearance by Smith. Going brought it down. Murray going outside. Chastain up toward Bell. Pushing it back. Bay Area still controlling. Nice move by Venturini to keep it alive. More contact in the box. Sandra Hunt says no. Apparently the legs may have just gotten tangled up.
Yeah, from here it looked like maybe she just got tangled up. Tough to say, but no question about it. Murray's run was completely stopped in the box. Whether it was her own doing or the defender's doing, she got tripped up.
Katya sending it through. The flag just popped up on Julie Morey for the offside.
Here's Katya's ball that she's getting ready to serve, and the question, Murray is a good deal offsides there. That's a good angle to look at it.
Atlanta will play it up. Marlowe off her head, cleared away. Serlenga taken away by Atlanta. Wiskowski sending it up. There is Lakeisha Bean looking directly into the sunlight and making the grab. Brandi Chastain scoring early on. She gets credit for it. They will say now that is in the 6th minute. In the 11th minute, Kylie Bivens is back from a recent injury, and then Charmaine Hooper in the 14th for the Atlanta Beat. And they've given an assist to Story, the first goalkeeper to draw an assist this year in the WUSA. The whole regular season, apparently, no goalkeeper was awarded one, and we're going to see a substitution. Julie Augustiniak comes out, and Amy Walsh will come in, and Walsh is going to play against the team that cut her earlier this season, the Cyber Rays.
Well, that's some neat incentive for her, and I think maybe the sub may have something to do with what we heard Tom Stone. We had some great audio on him earlier, maybe 5 minutes ago, that his team's playing too much zone and passing players on. He wants more of a concentrated effort to pick up the players when they're in the final third, which is in the, about 30 yards and out from their goal.
Not a good shot there in the end by Venturini. So that's the substitution made. Walsh in, the Canadian international, and Julie Augustiniak goes out. Julie got to start later on in the season when Kylie Bivens was hurting. 40th minute. Katya was involved in that battle with Serlenga. CC. There by Serlenga, picked up by Bivens. Going long, there's Hooper. Cutting inside of Oseguera. Back to the outside for Hooper. She gets free. Hooper's in, tough angle, played it back. Oh, I think she had a great chance to score on her own, and Brian knocked it out for a corner.
Oh, and she's got her hands on her head, but give herself some credit. An unbelievable attack. Her first touch just fries the defender. Then she gets in, and on the 3rd or 4th chance here, beats 2 or 3 defenders. Now she's in on the keeper, doesn't have a shot, serves it across. Tori Bryan is there to make a huge save. Parlow was right behind her.
I thought she could have kept going and had a better chance to score, but she passed it up. Serlenga crossing. Headed up by the Cyber Rays. Amy Walsh will chase it. Walsh will pick it up on the far side. Knocked out. Throw-in for the Atlanta Beat. 41st minute. Atlanta with a 2-1 lead. Headed for Hooper. It's blocked and cleared by the Cyber Rays. All the way back to the halfway line. Nonen. And that's too long and wide. Bay Area's ball. Let's go downstairs again for another report from Beth Mullins.
Well, J.P. Tom Stone made the substitution because he was worried that they were falling back too far defensively and not winning any second balls in the midfield. And he was concerned that Hooper and Parlow were coming back too far to get service. So he put Walsh in the back, and he's looking for Sawa and Bivens to start moving forward. J.P.?
Thanks, Beth. We've got another call back the other way, says Sandra Hunt. And Atlanta's going to get the ball back in the 42nd minute.
Well, it's so great to have the benefit of having, Beth down on the sidelines. She's picking up some great information. The thing I loved about that is that it's I should point out, that's Lark Chastain right there, Brandy's mom, and over her right shoulder is Brandy's dad, Roger Chastain.
42nd minute, here's Oseguera. Pushing it back, Lindsay. Going long. That's deflected by Parlow. Taking Katya down. Play continues. Oseguera off Katya. A favorable Atlanta deflection. The WUSA at TNT is being brought to you by Clean and Clear. For clean, noticeably clear, beautiful skin, clean and clear and under control. And by Soft and Dry, powerfully clear protection for today's active women. Up the middle, clearance, Harlow. Couldn't get through, Walsh. Intended for Hooper. They continue to look for Charmaine Hooper, and why not? From the left sideline. Kowski, broken up. Clear it up for Bell. Great ball, onside Murray. She'll have a breakaway. Around Scurry. Go, Murray. 2-2.
Defense, the Atlanta defense got caught a little bit flat there. And look at her, just composed, commits Scurry, takes her on, back of the net. There's another look. This is a great view here by our clear view. And she just beats Scurry, takes her on, and finishes. Beautiful finish by Julie Murray.
So a 2-2 game. We're now in the 44th minute. Julie Murray. Third goal in the postseason, which in this postseason is just back-to-back games.
I didn't get to finish a comment I was making earlier just because we wanted to show the Chastains in the stands, but it's nice having Beth down sidelines because that type of information about the compactness, you know, whether Parlow and Hooper are coming back too much. Tom Stone wants his midfielders to step up into that space. And it's interesting because that first breakdown, why Walsh went in, that ball went right through that space. They still need to clear that up in Atlanta's defense, and that's great information coming to us from the sidelines.
A couple of minutes of stoppage time will be added on here. We're in the final minute of the first half. More goals than a lot of us expected in the first half, Shirley, between the two best defensive teams in the league. Foul again. Quick restart. CC to Chastain. Bay Area looking. Going long again. Inside. Set wide by Venturini. Goal kick for Scurry. Final minute. Couple of minutes added on here in the first half. Great day for soccer if you're a player or a fan in this crowd at Foxboro Stadium. Sun shining for the final game of this WUSA season. Serlenga. Harlow. Pushing it up. Sauer. Deflected it, but nobody is close enough to it. Lindsay leaves it back for her teammate.
Ladies and gentlemen, the referee has indicated that 2 minutes of stoppage time is added to the first half. A reminder,
we're in that first minute of stoppage.
Time on the field of play.
Flicked up, but it goes the other way. Free kick for the Atlanta Beat. So Bay Area scores the first goal and the last goal. Atlanta gets the two in between. And we're even at 2. Some more contact this time on Hooper and Atlanta. Cybrace fans certainly came the longest from the San Jose area to watch this game. They're here celebrating their team's success story. Here is Hooper knocking it back. Left side, Krzyzewski. And that one goes out of play. Second minute of stoppage time. Another first half, though. 4 goals so far.
And all 4 of them have just been picture book, JP. Tactically, technically, everything has just been unbelievable. And it makes sense, you know, this is the culmination of a great year. All the players are so sharp. This is what they've been training for all season long.
Segura sends it up. The air, Walsh deflects off Venturini. CC, a little juggling act. It deflects over. Walsh picks it up. Up the middle she goes to Hooper. Charmaine gets control. Sends it wide. Run by Krzyzkowski up from Harlow. That's going to do it for the first half of play. What a first half it was. It looked like Cybrays get off to the jump start. They're in control. Atlanta gains momentum, and then Wendy, in the end, the Cybrays get it.
Well, you know, it's a great game so far. Great first half.
2-1 or 2-2 is your score at halftime. Let's go downstairs again and join Beth Mullins and special guests.
Oh, Brandy, you told me yesterday you thought the team that controlled their emotions the best would be the winner today. Do you think emotions played a little bit into those early goals?
Well, there's no doubt. At the beginning of the game, there's always going to be a lot of adrenaline. Hearts are pumping fast, blood's running. And I think you could attribute those goals to that. But the game has since settled down, and I think it's turned in a direction that we're very accustomed to playing, and we're very happy going into the half 2-2, and it's going to be a battle for the next 45 minutes.
Thank you, Brandy. JP?
Thanks, Beth. Stay tuned to that battle. We still have a long way to go from Foxboro, Massachusetts. You're watching the WUSA Championship on TNT. It's tied at 2.
If you thought 20/20 vision was perfect, ask your eye care professional about the AccuView 2 contact lens. 7 out of 10 who wear it see better than 20/20. AccuView, advancing the science of sight.
Well, when I got hurt in this work, thought I had supplemental insurance.
Supplemental insurance? What's that? Aflac.
Well, even best insurance doesn't give you cash to cover things like lost pay, other expenses. This does.
What does? Aflac.
Shouldn't ask about it at work.
Really? And what's it called? Aflac!
Aflac. Without it, no insurance is complete.
Aflac.
Ew, the shine's gotta go.
The Shine Control Powder from Clean and Clear. It's blue, so it helps get rid of shine and redness.
Ready? Ready.
Invisible Shine Control Powder. Clean and clear and under control.
Water sustains life. But why sustain when you can kick? Gatorade. It's got stuff water doesn't have. Proven to get you not just back, but through, over, and above.
It's Toyota clearance time.
I like it.
Clearance happens just once a year, and you'll like the values on the summer's biggest inventory.
I like it.
Right now, get 0% financing on the safest SUV in America, Toyota 4Runner.
I like it.
Lower your monthly payments with 0% financing when you buy any new 2001 4Runner or pocket $2,000 cash back. Your choice. Toyota's 2001 clearance, going on coast to coast.
Now when you order any pot from our exclusive Wolfgang Puck Bistro set, you'll get a full belly. Absolutely free. The Wolfgang Puck Bistro collection, only on Home Shopping Network. Now when you buy anything from our exclusive Marie Claire R2R collection, you'll get 3 jealous friends.
Ooh.
At no extra charge. The Marie Claire R2R collection, only on Home Shopping Network.
Ooh.
Plenty of atmosphere today in Foxboro Stadium, the WUSA Championship, all even at 2 goals apiece. Let's go downstairs again with Beth Mullins is standing by with Charmaine Hooper.
Charmaine, were you surprised? It seemed like early on, initially, they were giving you a lot of space to move up top.
Yeah, I think it's just because of the way they play back there. They play that flat back forward, and I enjoy playing against the flat back forward because it gives me more time and space to run around up there. And mistakes happen with the flat back four, I think.
What adjustments do you guys need to make at the half?
Well, we just need to mark a little bit tighter in the box because we've given away 2 goals, you know, just maybe we've lost our players for a second and they've gone in on us and gotten 2 goals. You know, I wish I had that chance back there. You know, I get yelled at for passing the ball so many times, and that's one time I can definitely accept being yelled at. But second half, we're definitely going to come out strong as we normally do and get the win, hopefully.
That's Charmaine Hooper, who has scored one of the Atlanta goals today. Chastain, Bivens, Hooper, and more of your goal scores, even at 2. We'll talk awards when we come back.
with an ordinary Ultrathin. Leak is a 4-letter word. Stay Free introduces the only Ultrathin with 4 wall protection against leaks. 4 letters meet 4 walls. Goodbye, leaks! New Stay Free Ultrathin.
The raindrops keep falling on my head, but that doesn't mean my eyes will soon be turning red.
The Sonata from Hyundai, with the freedom of America's best warranty plan. 10 years, without a care in the world.
Nothing's worrying.
For a limited time, get the Sonata with automatic transmission at no extra charge.
There's more to girls than meets the eye. We're strong and beautiful. No lies, soft and dry is that way too. Strong and beautiful, just like you.
A strong dryness ingredient and skin conditioners keep you
softer, drier, strong and beautiful, just like you.
Nobody understands your passion to play like Sports Illustrated for Women magazine. Whether you're trying to make the team or just staying fit, SI for Women is what you want. Heroes, inspiration, nutrition, training, and great gear. Now there's a special offer for WUSA fans. Call now to get a free preview issue and be your best on and off the field. Sports Illustrated for Women. Call 1-800-ALL-STAR.
Welcome back, everyone. We're here at halftime of the first ever WUSA Championship match from Foxboro Stadium in Foxboro, Massachusetts. Hope you're enjoying today's game here on TNT. Last night, the WUSA held their first annual awards dinner, and what a dinner it was. A nice night for Tiffany Milburn. She collected a lot. She was the MVP, Offensive Player of the Year as well. She scored 16 goals in leading the New York Power to the semifinals. Here are some of the other winners. How about Ian Sawyer's Coach of the Year? At the beginning of the year, he was more like a consultant for Bay Area. Wasn't supposed to coach them. He gets him into the final. Well-deserved honor as Coach of the Year. Other award winners, congrats to Kate Sobrero for all the work that she has done in the Boston community. And the Referee of the Year is Sandra Hunt, who is today's referee. The Global 11 first team, some familiar people because these are people playing in today's game. Cooper, Chastain, Bean, and CeCe. We congratulate all those who were elected by the Professional Soccer Reporters Association. Stay with us when we come back. It's the Hyundai $1 Million Kick.
Supplemental insurance.
What are you talking about?
If we get injured and miss work, we're covered for things like lost pay and other expenses with this.
With what?
Plus, they pay you cash. Great, huh?
Who does?
Aflac. Without it, no insurance is complete.
Introducing new Era Max.
I am a jungle gym. I am a trampoline. I am a brick wall. I am not a washing machine.
Now you don't have to be. New Era Max. Cuts through your active family stains to brighten whites and colors.
I am a finish line.
New Era Max. This is your era.
Let's do it.
These guys don't look so tough.
Heads up.
I got your back. On your left. Go, go, go. I'm hot, baby.
Time to go for a spin.
Gatorade. Bring your game to life.
I'll take the big guy.
Which big guy?
Welcome back and good morning.
Yeah, morning.
Today we're going to be in the kitchen talking about some great breakfast ideas.
Not as great as the one at Golden Corral, where right now you can get made-to-order eggs and omelets, plus all your breakfast buffet favorites, and all you can drink juice, all for one great low price. Weekends only at Golden Corral.
We'll be right back.
Yeah, right back. Highway 59, exit Airport Boulevard.
Read Chronicle Classifieds, and it's all right in your hand. Need a better boss? Chronicle Classifieds gives you more local jobs. A smoother ride? Our car listings are updated every day. A nicer home? We've been on top of Houston real estate for, about 100 years. For a better handle on what's out there, pick up Chronicle Classifieds. It's in your hands.
Welcome back, everyone. Our halftime score, all even at 2 between the Bay Area Cyber Rays and the Atlanta Beat. Now it's time for the Hyundai halftime $1 million kick. Let's go down to Beth Mullen.
JP, Gary Dawson from Arlington, Virginia, looking for the golden goal today. He entered this challenge back in the inaugural game, and who better to prepare you for your kick for $1 million than Michelle Akers, one of the founding players in the WUSA. Yesterday in practice, Gary almost put it into the front window there to win. And just a few moments ago, his chance at $1 million here at Foxboro Stadium. Has to put it into the opening of that front window, and it bounces off the tire. But Gary's not going home empty-handed. He gets to drive home in a 2001 Hyundai Santa Fe, and he's enjoying all the action here at the championship game. JP?
That's a nice prize for Gary. Thanks, Beth. That's our Hyundai halftime $1 million kick. Come back with us. We still have highlights, and we'll also hear from some players. It's 2-2 in the WSA final.
Air. It's in the air. Carefree breathable panty liners keep you fresh and dry. They're the only ones with air spun, a unique layer that lets air through. Every day, be fresh. Be carefree.
The Santa Fe from Hyundai. Full-time, four-wheel drive, V6 power, and the freedom of America's best warranty plan. The Santa Fe. You're in for a long, smooth ride.
If you thought 2020 vision was perfect, ask your eye care professional about the AccuView 2 contact lens. 7 out of 10 who wear it see better than 2020. AccuView, advancing the science of sight.
I'm your Venus, I'm your fire, your desire.
Introducing Venus from Gillette, the first razor designed to make you feel like a goddess. Protective cushions surround 3 blades for the closest shave ever in just 1 stroke. So close, your skin stays smoother longer. And that's something all goddesses are entitled to. Now, individually sealed blades are easy to store, easy to change. Venus, reveal the goddess in you.
This is Brisbane, Australia, host of the Goodwill Games 2001. I'm Ernie Johnson. The weather here has been either incredible or spectacular. It's been stunning, and things get going on Tuesday. We'll see Michelle Kwan unveil her Olympic program in the first step to Salt Lake. Marion Jones takes aim at Jonathan Tusevich-Block, who beat her at the recent World Championships. And Russians Svetlana Horkina and Alexei Nemov lead star-studded gymnastics fields. Coverage begins Tuesday night at 10 Eastern on TNT.
They love their soccer at Foxboro, Massachusetts, just down the road from Boston. It's 2-2 between the Bay Area Cyber Rays and the Atlanta Beat. We welcome you back to Foxboro Stadium. This is the WSA Championship match along with Wendy Gebauer. I'm John Paul Dellacamera. Who would have thought we'd see 4 goals, Wendy, in the first half alone?
Oh, JP, I mean, it's unbelievable. But the neat thing is it's a new game going into the second half. But we'll take a moment and look at some of the magic in the first half. This is Bay Area's first goal, initially credited to Lindsay, but actually came back and gave it to Chastain for her flick. Hooper has been tough for the Bay Area defense to deal with. Look at her here setting up Sawa, who actually serves a beautiful back post ball to Augustiniak, who has way too much time if you're the Bay Area defense. Tees up Bivens back of the net. You know Bay Area would like to have that back. Now look at this ball. Long ball from CC into Brianna. Kind of a broken up play for the Bay Area, but watch the drop kick and the tactical organization. If you got Carlo on the field, why not go ahead and serve about an 80-yard ball into her for her to flick? Now look at the beautiful run in by Hooper in behind the defense. She commits speed, and that is a picture book finish, folks. And then we'll take a look at the second goal here by Bay Area, and it's scored by Julie Murray. Very cool and composed in the box, commits Brianna Scurry and the back of the net. And we'll take a look at Charmaine Hooper. We featured her at the top of the show. We've seen how much magic she's performed. Here's an opportunity here she has. She said in her halftime interview she'd like to have that chance back. She passed it off and should have taken the responsibility. And we'll take one more look at a Bay Area chance here. Brianna Scurry comes out and makes a huge save. And then we'll take another look here. Look at this. This is how it started. It was a There's a couple saves from Brianna Scurry. She's been hot in the nets for Atlanta Beat.
The Atlanta Beat and the Bay Area Cyber Rays all even at 2 goals apiece after one half of play. Atlanta has outshot the Cyber Rays, but the Cyber Rays have put their shots on goal, all 5 of them. We told you earlier that we have mic'd a couple of players. They've been wired for sound. Let's listen into some turf talk from a couple of players.
That's it, Blue! That's it, Blue! Yeah! Good stuff. Kenny, that's a great ball. That's all you. Shaw! Nice, nice try, nice try, nice try. Shaw, oh, chico! Go out right there. Good job, Shaw! Good pressure, D, good pressure, D. Yeah, get there, Jules, get there. Come on, D, come on, D. Done. Hey, G, give me a holler. You're open, give it. Okay. Quicker, Bill, quicker, just a little quicker.
Women's soccer rules, so say these fans, and it'll rule for another half. We need to have a winner in this final. It's 2-2. Come back with us for the second half.
Relief can't come soon enough when you've got the burning itch of a yeast infection, which some treatments may take up to 24 hours to relieve. So the new Monistat 3 combination pack includes a separate cream that starts to relieve the itch immediately. Monistat.
There's more to girls than meets the eye. We're strong and beautiful. No lies, soft and dry is that way too. Strong and beautiful, just like you.
A strong dryness ingredient and skin conditioners keep you
softer, drier, strong and beautiful, just like you.
It's Toyota clearance time.
I like it.
Clearance happens just once a year, and you'll like the values on the summer's biggest inventory.
I like it.
You'll like 0% financing on the #1 selling car in America 4 years running, Toyota Camry.
I like it.
That's 0% financing on every 2001 Camry when you buy, or choose $2,000 cash back on Camry Gallery Series or Collector's Edition. Toyota's 2001 clearance, going on coast to coast.
Showtime asks, where is the next Joe Frazier? The next Larry Holmes? The next Roberto Duran? Where is the next young star on his way to the main event?
Go get it.
Showtime is bringing back boxing the way it used to be, with live bouts from around the world every other weekend. Showbox, the new generation, only on Showtime.
Welcome back to the WUSA Championship. 2-2 after 45 minutes of play. Second half just underway. Cyber Rays on the attack. Julie Murray looking for Chastain, who told us at the end of the first half that she likes the feeling that her team has right now at this point. 2-2 going into the locker room at halftime. We'll see how they come out.
Obviously very excited to come back from being down, and it's a new game, and a new game going into the second half. Anything can happen.
Let's hear what the coaches thought about that first half. Beth Mullins has a report. Beth.
Well, if both coaches are right, JP, this game will be won along the flanks. Tom Stone told his players, hey, when we controlled it early, we had the lead. Ian Sawyers countered and said, we've got to make sure we keep moving the ball wide and servicing from the outside. They say if he can control the flanks, then they will get the result they're looking for. JP?
Thanks, Beth. This is Atlanta on the ball, looking to move it. Chastain with a block there. Remember, we're tied at the end of 90 minutes. Overtime, 7.5 minutes. Overtime sessions maximum. Overtime goal would win it. Then no one would score there. He'd go on to penalty kicks, but we're a long way from that.
We should also point out one of the greatest moves that Tom Stone did in the semifinal game was it brought in Soon Wen off the bench. He's been a super sub for him, and when he did that, what happened was Philly just couldn't handle the 3-front. So maybe we'll see a 3-front out of him if he doesn't go ahead and get a goal early on in the second half. It's tough. I mean, you can try and stop Carlo and Hubert, but then you've had a third player like Soon Wen, who's one of the best players in the world that hasn't played at the top of her game due to injuries. But if she comes off the bench, that's going to put a bit of fear in this Bay Area defense.
That handled, so they say, on Murray. Restart for the Atlanta Beat. You've made one substitution. You're allowed 4 subs plus the goalkeeper in the WUSA for a total of 5. And that's normally what they travel with. Tough collision there. Free kick's going to be called for, but you hate to see Parlo go down with any kind of neck or head pain because we mentioned before she's had a couple of concussions.
And I had a chance to talk to her trainer, Lee Elrod, and she, you can see there's Bean trying to organize her defense, but Parlo's just trying to get through this last game. She's got a lot of problems with her neck since that concussion.
Parlo could be one of the targets here. Hooper's over the ball with Serlenga. Hooper's ready. Left footer blocked off the wall. It deflects up. And there's Bean, who was beaten a week ago by Jen Lalla from about that spot last week in a free kick. Tough challenge from Hooper on CC. Cybrays wanted a card there. She plays it rough, but she's a great player. Oseguera going long. Blocked by Nonen. Halfway line. Headed over. Near touch line. That's CC. Tied with Christine Lilly with 10 assists to lead the WUSA. Here's Carrie Dorn, one of the unsung heroes of this team. Right side, Oseguera. 2-2 if you're just joining us. Bay Area and Atlanta in the WUSA Championship. Dorn looks for Katia. Heading it forward towards Bell, but Brian Ascori is right there.
Tickets for the U.S. national team.
Ascori gets ready to put it back into play. She attended college down the road a bit, UMass Amherst. Considers the Boston area sort of like a second home. Chastain puts it up. Katia coming back for it. Serlenga. With the flex free. Murray to Chastain. Randy got clipped there by Augustiniak. Chastain's goal started it in the 6th minute. Since then, we've seen 3 others.
And Tom Stone is down there calling for a card on Chastain. That he's claiming that's a dive, and it happened right in front of his bench. So no question. I understand why he got fired up over it. But Chastain says, you know, forget about it. I'm just playing my game.
Katia looking for it. Sent long now by Atlanta. Chastain cuts it off. Here is Brandy. Great switch. That's stuff that Ian Torres was talking about. Make Atlanta chase. Go wide. Don't play it direct.
Well, they're trying to pull the strength, which is right down of Atlanta's center of the field, out wide. And it makes them, you know, their legs get burnt a little bit quicker. They might not have what they need in the last 10 minutes of the match.
Great footwork from CC. Finding the open player in the wing. The cross in front. The look was for Brian, who came forward for the first time. All the way back, Dorn doing the chasing to disrupt the offense for Atlanta. Tori Bryan was way up in the opposition box.
Tori's been one of these unsung heroes. Hasn't gotten a whole lot of credits. Played every minute of every game for Bay Area, and actually had a huge role to fill when Alagich got hurt and tore her ACL. She stepped in, and she's been a good leader in the center of the defense. That's when Oseguera stepped in and has earned a starting position. Kind of coming from out of nowhere to get that starting position.
Arnold lifts it. Down was Bean. It's loose. Now she's got it with Hooper right there. Charmaine Hooper with a nose for the goal.
Time again for a prize giveaway.
We'll take a look here. This is that ball bouncing in the box, and this is a great look at the matchup between Brian and Hooper, 2 players that know each other so well, both from college, both played at NC State, as well as on the international scene playing against each other when U.S. and Canada matched up.
And those matchups are getting more competitive now, USA and Canada. Not like the old days. She's one of the reasons why. Hooper, and of course, the new coach, and Eben Pellerud, and some young talent, Christine Sinclair. It's going where, to Portland this year?
Right.
University of Portland.
How about all the Canadian players in the WUSA further developing their games through all of this competition on a weekly basis?
Tori Bryan at the right side. The look was for Katia. Walsh blocks it. Goes out of play. Throw in for Oseguera and the Cyber-Rays. 52nd minute. Tied at 2 in the WUSA Championship final. Up for Murray, who ran around it, letting it go for CC in the 18. Tackled away, and it'll roll out for a corner kick. Nancy Augustiniak knocked it out. CC not as likely to score a goal. Only had one during the regular season, but she was in a good spot potentially had she gotten around to do just that. Chastain at the near post. CC striking it towards Katya, deflects out. Good scramble after that loose ball. Sala and Dorn. Carrie Dorn won it. Heads up play. Back to Bryant. Long for CC. Cutting it back. Nancy Augustiniak stays right with her. That's great one-on-one defense against one of the world's best players.
Well, one of the ways that Bay Area is trying to get wide is in CC. She's having to work really hard to come out of the center of the midfield where she's a natural, come out and play wide. And she's gotten a couple great touches in this second half.
Chastain went short on that throw-in. CC, left side to Brandy. Nice cut, freezing Augustiniak. Good comeback, though, by Nancy Augustiniak. Chastain stays with it. Look at that move. Outside left, back to the right. CC. Wiskowski. If we were somewhere else, there would have been a chance of Olay when Chastain did that. No flag up. And this one is going to roll out. That was a great effort from Brandy Chastain.
And a great job on the defensive end by Augustiniak to stay with her and be patient. It looked like a couple times Chastain bought enough time and space through her deception, but she couldn't get that cross up. Ended up having to play it back to CC.
Last touch by Cindy Carlo. So the Cyber A's will have a throw in the 54th minute. Chastain, as we showed you at halftime, made that global first team. As you might have expected at the back. She played some this year in the midfield. Then when they changed formation, she moved to the back.
I had a chance to talk to April Heinrichs a couple weeks ago. You and I both did, JP, and she was so complimentary of Chastain's game. She said she's playing the best games of her career right now, best ball of her career, and she is the best outside back in the world.
At age 33. Zoe Bryan long ball. Story is right there in the 55th minute. Still a 2-2 match. Chastain with one of the goals scored. Had the 3 assists in one game, 5 in the year. Backpedaling to win that ball.
It took a little bit of time to get her offensive play back because she was struggling from her ankle sprain. But actually in the last match, coming out of the back, she had 3 shots on goal, which is pretty staggering for a defender. And one of them obviously was the PK, which she scored on.
Bell took some abuse on that far side, and normally she can dish it out too. That time Nolan was over there. Bell really helped Katya get more room up top, and the same with Murray, the way she played. That was one of the reasons for the turnaround. Her play and Carrie Dorn's in the middle really helped this team a lot. CC, free kick, Scory's coming out, grabbed it and went down. With all that contact. The WUSA and TNT is being brought to you by Acuvue brand contact lenses, advancing the science of sight. And by Aeromax, the official laundry detergent of the WUSA and active women everywhere. Cyber A's with it. And that ball knocked up, intended for Murray, will go out of play. 56th minute, a 2-2 game. It has settled down a bit. Proud mom, Ann Augustiniak. 2 daughters, twins playing today. The first time we're told that twins have played in any championship match in any sport. And of course, Julia has since been subbed out. There have been brothers that have played on teams, but not twins. I mean, that's unbelievable. Look at how many leagues that covers.
Wow, that's amazing. That's so neat for them.
Nice going, Mom. Right?
The interesting thing is that they ended up on the same team. Obviously, the other sets of twins that we have in the league, the other 3 have been competing against each other.
These guys went to Clemson together, so they played for Atlanta in the W League, so they're staying there. 57th minute. Some of the famous siblings. How about Maurice and Henri Richard? None of these were twins. The Potvins, Dizzy and Paul Dean. Great day for soccer. WSA Championship, one final game after 21 regular season games and a semifinal for each team. This is it, and it's 2-2 now. 57th minute. Intended for Venturini. Here's Sawa. One back by Dorn to Brandy Chastain. Nice switch again. Wide open is Oseguera. Walsh finally gets over there. Oseguera sends it up. Venturini with a header. Murray comes in, and there's Scurry. But if that ball is not contested, that's trouble for Atlanta. That was a free pass from the right side.
Absolutely. Atlanta's got to toughen up on that and try and shut those serves down. Those serves are becoming very dangerous coming across the box. Look at this one here. Murray and Bell actually are organizing very well behind the flick by Venturini, but Brandiskery comes up and makes a big save.
And to take Beth Mullen's report one step further, she talked about whoever controls the flanks. How about defensively? You've got to stop that if you're the other team.
Well, you can't let the ball bounce in the box. I mean, the teams have gotten punished all season long when balls have bounced in the box. Either the keeper's got to come out and make that play, make that save, or the defense has got to clear it.
Look out there. Paula got around. Didn't have enough to be able to knock it by Lakeisha Bean. That was a tough one for her to make. 59th minute, still 2-2.
Well, Carla's been a bit quiet this half, but look at how she organizes here behind this nice long ball serve. Again, we talked about balls bouncing in the box just a moment ago, and there's Parlow trying to make a nice finish like she saw her teammate Hooper do in the first half.
Back to live action. Bean's long toss. Chastain left. Now it's blocked by Augustiniak. Serlenga bumped by Murray. They both go down. Venturini, wrong side of Katya, who was going right. That ball went left. 59th minute, 2-2 downstairs again for another report from Beth Mullen.
JP, an adjustment by Tom Stone in his formation just a moment ago. You'll notice now Kylie Bivens is the right forward, and he's elected to go with 3 on top. So now the beat will also be 3-on-3 in the midfield with Bay Area. JP?
Thank you. Kylie Bivens has really helped the offense. And she moved up into a midfield spot from a right back spot initially this season.
Well, she's been a very versatile player and a key player. At certain times in the season, Tom Stone referred to her as his MVP. But, you know, you got to wonder whether he's going to bring Soon Wen off the box, off the bench to come in and really make an impact.
Bivens missed the last 2 games of the regular season because of back spasm problems that were pretty severe. This week missed some time with a viral infection. Back the other way, 2 players down. And Story will pick it up. Sandra Hunt looks at the damage.
And we'll see what happened here. Some great contact in the box there. Koch is working, trying hard on a double team here by the Atlanta defense and goes down. That's our clear view presented by AccuView.
Soon Wen is up on the Atlanta bench. We're in the 61st minute, and we know because of injury that she's not expected to be a 90-minute player, but we know she can play the rest of the way. And if it ever comes down to penalty kicks, we also know what she can do there. Katya. Here's Venturini to the right. Venturini turning, playing it back. Here's Serlenga. Pushing it back. Wide left towards Walsh. Won by the Sabres. It comes back to Krzyzkowski. 61st minute. Hooper bringing it down. And then she's brought down. Free kick for Atlanta. We're in the 62nd minute. Even at 2.
Some great height on the back post. Walsh, number 23, and Parlow, number 12, making back post run on this free kick.
Serlenga putting it up, play back, and Bean is right there. Hooper making an attempt. Parlow is also inside. Keisha Bean cleared. I was closer to Sandra Hunt than anyone else, the referee. Here's Chastain. CC open. Runs to the near side. Oseguera is wide open on the right side, but no one sees her. There's not a player there within 20 yards of her. Pushed inside, and it's over Bell's head.
Maybe that's the run. If she'd made that run, she would have gotten on the other end of that ball.
Bell gets cracked on the far side. Foul on Atlanta.
Here's a look at that foul. Nonan's a tough player, and Bell's got a size advantage on her, but Nonan says, get out of my space. But this is a dangerous spot. They're going to set this up like a corner kick. Here's Sun Wen looking to come into the game.
It's Sun Wen time. They got her up by the fourth official. But they're not going to let her sub in yet. CC's getting ready to take the free kick. And Sandra Hunt's going to allow her to do that, apparently. Well, they should either let her come on. Now they're finally going to do it. That took so long. So Sun went for Bivens, and Bivens bothered by, I should have said, a virus earlier. She probably can't go 90 minutes. I don't think it's the back, but she did have a virus earlier in the week and wasn't with the team initially when they came here. Came in later. Well, what a year from Kylie Bivens, and we salute her. She also got a call on by Pro Heinrichs to participate in that free U.S. Cup camp. So Sun Wen is in. We know now that's three forwards. Free kick inside, and it hits side netting and out of play. After all that build-up. So in the 64th minute, now we've got Cici and Sun Wen. Remember what they did in the last World Cup. 7 goals apiece. They were 2 stars on the world stage.
Now we have a scenario just like in the semifinal when Philly had a great first half, but really didn't have an answer to the pressure in the 3 front that they had to deal with. And Parlow, Hooper, and Sun Wen coming at him.
Christina Bell, far side. Couldn't get around. And we've got a free kick coming up. Ball. 64th minute, you're watching the WUSA first ever championship. We come to you from Foxboro Stadium, Foxboro, Massachusetts. An even game here, 2 goals apiece. Chastain and Murray. And in between them, Bivens and Hooper were the goal scorers for Atlanta. So Lenga to Parlow. Down she goes. No foul was called on Chastain there. Lindsay to Murray. Augustiniak played it back. Dana Smith's pass off Sun Wen. Deflects free to Parlow. Cindy Parlow. Down that far side. Easy. Parlow with a little contact there. So we've got Parlow, Hooper, Sawa, and Sun Wen, all stars for the respective national teams in the last World Cup. That's incredible. And here's someone they look to for big goals during the course of the season. And in the playoffs last week, of course, the 2, including the golden goal. Here's Murray, broken up. Megan Horvath is up on the sideline, so the Cyberrays are going to make their forced substitution when they can. Horvath had the assist last week on the game-winning goal. He served the ball up to Julie Murray. And it's going to be Christina Bell who's coming out. Horvath not as physical as Bell, faster, and has certainly the fresh legs here.
Well, fresh legs will make a big difference. Bell's worked hard. She's had a physical game so far and trying to really take a lot of that physical pressure off of players like Murray, who's been sticking the ball in the back of the net. And
if Ian Sawyers wants to work the flanks, as he said, Horvath probably a better wide player, too. This one is going to be cleared away and out. Should be a corner. 66th minute, corner kick, Cyberrays, 2-2. Cici will take another one.
Cici will take this with her left foot. It's going to be swinging out away from Brianna Scriggs. She can pull it out a bit. She's got Chastain out there making a run.
Towards the middle. Cleared by Atlanta. Sent back in by Dorn. It deflects. Who wants it? Atlanta clears up for Sun Wen. Kowski blocked favorably, though, to Amy Walsh. Sun Wen, Sawa. Great work there by the 2 Asian stars. It comes back. All the way back. Kowski will settle. And clear towards the sideline. Knocked out by Oseguera. 67th minute. 2-2.
JP, you know, it's interesting. I mean, we've had so much great excitement in the first half. Comes out tied at halftime. It's a new game and a very different game, in my opinion. I don't think that, you know, that both teams have really gotten into a rhythm this second half, and there's not as much end-to-end attack, that's for sure.
That ball is out, so it should be a goal kick. Now's a good time to go downstairs. Beth Mullins has another special guest. Beth.
Well, Julie Foudy, it's usually Ian Sawyers that's watching you out there on the field. How much harder is it for you watching him coach the Cyber Rays?
It's awful. It's stressful. I feel sorry for the people sitting next to me because I'm like, they're going to have bruises. But what a great game. So attacking and lots of goals. I thought it was going to be 10-9 after that first half.
What has been your assessment of why things seem to have opened up here for the offense?
I think both teams are so offensively minded, you know, and they came out to play soccer and to have, you know, and to attack. And even though it's a final game, I think they wanted to, you know, show the nation what this league's about. And I think they've done a great job doing that and to go forward, which we love to do.
Well, Julie, we're going to get back to the action on the field, but congratulations as one of the founding players on the success this year.
Thanks a lot, Beth.
JP?
Thanks, Beth. And Julie Murray nearly had one. It was deflected out by Scurry for a corner.
And this is one of those counterattack opportunities where a great ball goes in the box, not cleared by Atlanta. But look at Brianna Scurry's huge save. That ball was in the back of the net if she hadn't gotten her hand on it.
CC on the corner, deflects over. Sunwin chases it. Got a piece, but not all. Cyber Rays flick it back up. Cleared long by Kriskowski. And all the way back towards Lakeisha Bean. 69th minute, 2-2. 4 goals in a very explosive first 14 minutes. 1 since. And 1 more, hopefully to come, or else overtime, and then maybe penalty kicks. And penalty kicks still a tough way to win or lose a game. Men or women, doesn't matter. Free kick coming up for Atlanta. It is Nonan getting ready to take it. Here's the long ball. Cleared away by the Cyber Rays up for Katia. Nolan sending it back. Dorn with a header. We have Tom Stone standing by downstairs. Very successful coach of the Atlanta Beat. Coach, I want to ask you about your substitution of Bivens. You told me earlier that she had been bothered by a virus. Was she not able to go the rest of the way, or was it a tactical move on your part?
Well, a little bit of both. I mean, she gave us absolutely everything she had. She was dying. She threw up before the game, actually. But she scored a great goal, which, you know, put us in it. And then we had to actually put her up front at the end because she was dying. And we really needed to go to 3 forwards to stop this Bay Area outside backs from getting in. Brandy and these guys have really been hurting us. So we're basically mirroring their formation now.
Thomas, sorry to interrupt you there. We heard at halftime that you were also interested in getting some width. Can you explain to the viewers a little bit more how you're going to accomplish that?
Well, we got the same system they do now. 4 in the back, 3 in the middle. We're matching up man-to-man, and 3 up top. So we'll get our width from our outside backs and our forwards just as they will.
Coach, thanks for joining us. Congratulations on a superb season.
Thanks, guys.
Tom Stone, 2-2. Of course, he won't consider it as superb a season unless he can take that Founders Cup trophy, but only 2 teams got to this stage, so it's a credit to both that they got here. Some good teams are sitting at home, watching it here on TNT. In the air, deflects up. Kelly Lindsay. She'll clear it out. She's been steady all year for the Cyber Rays. Now it comes back. Serlenga touching back into the middle. Dana Smith has been steady there, going long. Chastain will clear. And that's going to be too far of a run for Julie Murray to make. Let's revisit our Aflac trivia question. Earlier we asked you which 2 players in today's game have won an NCAA title, an Olympic gold medal, and a World Cup championship. 1 from each team can make that claim. Tisha Venturini and Cindy Marlowe. Only one will be able to say they won a WUSA championship. Cleared up by Lindsay. Throw in Atlanta. 72nd minute.
Gotta keep them separated.
Going for Nancy Augustiniak. She'll try it long towards Hooper. Third up to Murray. Now taken over by Venturini. The long ball, if that was higher, Katya had some room on the flank. Dana Smith serves it up long. Deflected wide by Oseguera. And belong to Atlanta with a throw in deep. Mari Sawa. Sawa getting it back. Blocked. She got it right back. Sends a crossover. But it eluded Hooper. It was too far away. Hooper will send it back. Smith. And right there is Lakeisha Bean. There's Augustiniak. Letting that last shot go. 73rd minute.
Expand upon what Tom Stone said when we asked him about his system changes. It's interesting because you've got to figure if he's adapted his style to Bay Area's, the edge has got to go to Bay Area because they're not having to adjust the system that they've been used to all season long.
A long run for Horvath. He's got the fresh legs, having just come on recently. Placing Bell. Cleared up the middle. Carrie Dorn again. Hooper bothered there, maybe even fouled, but there was no call there. Bryant getting it. Tom Stone up again off that Atlanta bench. Chastain going long and out of play. It'll be a goal kick. Time for us to get another report from Beth Mullins. Beth, what do you have?
Well, Wendy, just what you alluded to, it looks like Atlanta in the last couple of possessions here has gone back, and they just have two up top now with Cooper and Wen, and they're bringing Parlow up as an attacking midfielder. So when Bivens came out, they never really replaced anybody else up top, and Parlow now attacking out of the midfield. Wendy and JP?
Beth, that's great information. Thanks. It's interesting because I know Parlow prefers to be up top, but she also early on in the season enjoyed that playmaking role. She's pretty dangerous settling the ball down and trying to feed players like Soon Wen and Hooper up top. So we'll keep an eye on that.
Going for the Cybrays on the right side. Parlow, one of the impact players we talked about before. Who's going to win this game? Will it be an impact player or one of the lesser-known players that comes to the forefront? Throwing again, Cybrays quickly. Katya took a bump with Nonan. Atlanta wins it, clears it up. Hooper. Down goes Hooper. No foul again. Hooper's down and hurting. You don't see that often. And she's still down. Chastain on the left. Outside the 18. Cuts in. They look for it. Give to Murray. The turnaround shot, but it's righted by Anna Scurry. And just now, Hooper is actually back up near the halfway line.
Take a look here at this foul. Actually, CC looked like just a Charlie horse into Hooper's right thigh, and of course we keep an eye on that because she's got that hamstring bandage, so that's kind of a bum leg for her. But she's back up and looks like she's moving around okay.
Charmaine Hooper with one of Atlanta's 2 goals today. 75th minute, and it's all even at 2. Remember, it's tied after 90. Overtime. Golden goal. That's what happened last week for Atlanta, and they won it there before it went on to penalty kicks. Sawa running at the defense. Long pass, blocked. Horvath coming back for it. It stays in play. Brought down to Segura. That's too long for anyone on the Cybrays. 76th minute.
Well, an overall analysis of this second half, I don't see either team really getting the ball wide. And maybe legs are getting a little bit tired, but typically the easiest thing to do, especially in Bay Area, that's their system. Here's an opportunity here, like Brandy getting out wide. Let the ball do the work for you. Spread Atlanta out, and you might have some success getting the ball back into the box for a chance.
CC. Toward Chastain, she's got it! And then lost it at the last moment. It got away from her. Here's Sun Wen. Dropping it back. Sawa. Right sideline. Parlow. Looking. Going for Hooper. Lakeisha Bean is there to grab it. Well, they love soccer in Foxboro, Massachusetts. Over 21,000 watching this one today in the WUSA Championship, and that's great when you consider Boston's not in the final. So these are 2 teams that do 21,000. Here's Sun Wen. Going wide, looks for the help. Played it over. Parlow header! Wide. But once again, Sun Wen showed how dangerous she can be with a ball that Parlo was able to reach.
And you talk about a high level of tactics. She knew when she got in, she didn't have any runners in the box, so she delayed a bit, bought as much time as she could, and then had one runner in there, and that was Cindy Parlo, who had a nice opportunity on the net.
And that was deflected, too. It's a corner kick.
Here's a chance here. Look, this is the time that Sun Wen is buying. She finds Parlo making a great run. Chastain's tough on her, and Parlo gets a great header off almost in the back of the net. Turns into a corner kick opportunity now for Atlanta.
78th minute. Went to the near post where Horvath defended off the Sun Wen corner. Atlanta's ball in the throw-in. Hooper. 2 players on her. Got free. Great stuff from Hooper. But as she crossed it, there was no one within 10 yards of that ball. At least not for Atlanta. Here's Katia. Chastain. Randy. Tackle there by Parlo. Kelly Lindsay. Horvath deadens the ball for Oseguera. The long ball towards Murray. Story right there between a couple of her defenders. Ivan Hooper, proud father of Charmaine. Not just for what she's done here, but she's a Canadian international as well. His daughter's one of the great players in this league. Back the other way. Nolan defends against Katia. That ball's given away. Good recovery by Nolan. Gets some help there, too. Dorn got a piece, but not all. Hooper. Good support. Kelly Lindsay.
Yeah, good double team organization there.
The look was for Katia. Dorn. Lost it to Amy Walsh. Up the middle towards Hooper from Parlo. Sent back the other way. Throw in Atlanta. Chastain. And then Nancy Augustiniak. The ball rolling. Smith clears. Augustiniak. Coming back. Omari Sawa. Cybrace looked to get it. Sawa took it back. Pushing it up towards Sun Wen. That's blocked by Kelly Lindsay. Up the wing towards Venturini. Kriskowski there. Venturini got a knock on it. Looks to get the rest of it. Nolan is back. And Venturini's pressure forced Nolan to give that ball away on a throw-in. 80th minute. 2-2. Sideline, it's Horvath back out. The chip inside. Horvath trying to sneak around. It's played into Murray. Murray shot it high, but there was a defender right there with her, Nancy Augustiniak.
Well, credit goes to Horvath for relentless pressure down there. Looked like maybe the ball was going to go off over the end line. Keeps it alive and creates a nice opportunity for Murray.
Well, we've hit the 80-minute mark. That's good news for Atlanta, at least when you go by the regular season. Most goals scored in the last 10 minutes, fewest goals allowed.
We haven't seen a goal out of Parlo yet, but to expand upon that graphic a bit, 2 of her game winners have come in the last 10 minutes of the game, so you can't ever rule her out as a factor on the field.
Katia up the middle. Murray. That was played to her feet. Nancy Augustiniak with some good one-on-one defending there. The drama of the Goodwill Games are on TNT. See the world's most talented athletes as they compete to see who's best. Don't miss the Goodwill Games starting Tuesday night at 10, only on TNT. Kerry Dorn coming back, then lost it to Hooper. She tries to push it through. Look at the fight there from those players. Hooper and Dorn. Oseguera clears it up. Approaching 81 minutes gone. Sandra Hunt calls that foul on Atlanta. Kriskowski. Over 21,000 for the WUSA Championship at a neutral site, Foxboro Stadium. Long ball up for Katia, who may have pushed it, but no foul is called on either player. 82nd minute. If it stays tied after 90 minutes, overtime, maximum of 2 7.5-minute sudden death overtime sessions, then would go on to penalty kicks. Here's a long ball by Atlanta. We had two great semifinal games last week. Both ended up 3-2 scores. What one will this end up? Which way? Will it be a 3-2 or time and then penalty kicks? Chastain clearing it out. Here's Bay Area up for Katia. Walsh picked off. Chastain.
Atlanta's done a really good job of neutralizing CC and Venturini. A lot of the reason is because Bay Area sent those players wide to try and get width, but they really aren't doing as much of the playmaking the second half as we saw out of them in the first half.
Last foul on Chastain. We're in the 83rd minute, and a free kick coming up for Serlinga.
This is a very dangerous spot to be serving a free kick from. Got Carlo, Hooper in the box. Walsh making a back post run.
It's flicked over. Sunwen settles. Played it through. Got it a shot. Sunwen with a goal. Atlanta leads.
She was named to the second team Global 11, but if there was a super sub of the first season, she would be that player awarded that honor. Look at her taking this ball down patiently on the back post, keeps it alive, a little bit of a nutmeg, and a near post goal.
Carlo should get the assist. She flicked it over to Sunwen. So once again, how many times has she done that here in the end of the regular season and in the postseason as well? She was the difference in the end of last week's semifinal.
I think probably overall it's been a bit of a disappointment to fans not to see her on the field more, but when she gets on the field, her production per minutes played is staggering, and we've seen it, especially late in this season. Credit goes to Tom Stone to find a way to get her on the field and utilize her strength to her best ability.
Chastain will play it across. We've got a report from Beth Bowens. Let's go back downstairs. Beth.
Just prior to the goal, I'll let you take it for a moment here, JP.
You can go.
Well, just prior to the goal, Ian Sawyers was concerned about ball possession, and he was concerned that Bay Area was turning it over way too much. And when Atlanta was putting the pressure on, their back four were just blasting it up top instead of looking for someone at the midfield. He wants them to be able to possess the ball more and work it to those wide flanks to get it upfield. JP?
Thanks, Beth. Now he has some 5 minutes and change and some stoppage time perhaps, so it's not a lot of time. We'll see what the Bay Area Cyber Rays can do.
Well, this is what teams have had so much trouble with, is just really dealing with Atlanta's pressure for a full 90 minutes. And Atlanta really has taken Bay Area, as Beth reported from Ian Sawyers, out of their system of play, which is to settle the ball down and have the better of the possession and let the ball do the work for them.
Well, during the regular season, that was a good stat for Lakeisha Bean, but the team itself gave that one up as well. Something uncharacteristic for them this late in the game. 86th minute. Cyberays looking for their own hero now. Up for Katia. Towards Venturini. Looking at Bruce Venturini. Goal! Tisham tied it.
So often the team that scores is vulnerable on the other side, and again it's coming down to set pieces. Beautiful ball in by CC, not cleared by Atlanta. Beautiful flick by Katja. Look at Venturini keeping this ball alive. She's just so composed, and a little bit of a luck there. Comes out and she taps it in with her left foot.
Back to live action. Here's Carlo almost putting a couple.
JP, last night I had a chance to see Casey Hope, who is Venturini's fiance, and he pointed out to me, he said, Wendy, she's going to have a big game. She's going to do something huge in this game because she loves this field, and he was referring to her 2 goals that she scored in the World Cup on this field.
Flicked over. Sent in wide. Yeah, Venturini's done well here. And whenever Venturini during the regular season scored a goal or an assist, the Cyber Rays were undefeated 6-0-0. Sun Wen on the corner kick. 87th minute. Smacks it right to the middle. Cleared away. That was Katja with a defensive header. Out to Nonan. Sun Wen. It's going to be knocked out. Should be a corner kick once again.
Remember in the semifinal match, JP Sun Wen bent it all the way in. And Moore could not hold on to it. Carlo had a header goal on a corner kick.
Sun Wen playing it over. Bean got a piece. And actually most of that. 88th minute. It stays like this. We're headed for overtime. But the way this game has gone, who wants to make any predictions on that? The WUSA and TNT is being brought to you by Venus from Gillette for Women, the veil that got us in you, and by Clean and Clear for clean noticeably clear, beautiful skin, clean and clear, and under control. Foul call, free kick coming up. This game has gone back and forth, side to side, up and down, 3-3 now. Will we have overtime, or will this one end?
And again, so many goals have come off of set pieces. Keep your eye here on CC. She's over the ball with Chastain.
CC's open on that left side. She'll send it in low. And that was flicked away at the last moment. Parlow could have saved the goal, or at least a good scoring chance for the Cyber Rays. Corner kick. 89th minute. 3-3, the WUSA Championship Final on TNT. CC going short, it's deflected twice, and out for a goal kick for Brianna Scurry.
How about that hairdo, CC?
I don't think it'll look good on you. It's fine on CC. 89th minute, 3-3. 21,000 watching, and you at home on TNT. Nice way to end the season here in Foxboro. Katja. Broken up, right side. Parlow. Couldn't sneak it through. CC. Nice ball up for Katja. Nice turn as well. Chased by Walsh. Pushed by Walsh. Katja to Horvath. Going inside. Tackled out. Corner kick. That was dangerous. CC finding her Brazilian mate up the middle. And CC will come over to take the corner kick. Horvath will head for another spot. CC is ready. Murray's marked up by Nonan. To the near post. It deflects back. Carrie Dorn got some of it. Katja heads it back. Hard contested ball. Coming up with speed, winning it. Sawa works to get those legs. And then in the end lost it to Horvath. We're headed for stoppage time. And we're in it now. No signal has been given. Sawa broken up. Here's Parlow. 5 minutes of stoppage time. Right through to Sun Wen. Tackled away. Lindsay with a great job one-on-one against Sun Wen. So 5 minutes, an awful lot of stoppage time before we would get, an overtime situation. Sun Wen. Headed away, and Cyber Rays didn't want to do that. They'll give up a corner off Brian. Chastain will organize things in front of Lakeisha Bean. In terms of that zone defense, there'll be some matchups too. Sun Wen to the middle, never made it. Turned away. Augustiniak played it up. It deflects. Corey Bryant is there, and Lakeisha Bean bounces right on it. We're in the second minute of stoppage time. 5 minutes has been added on. but Keisha Bean with a long pump. It's coming back towards Hooper, but there was a foul anyway on the Cyber Ace.
At the top of the show, we talked about it coming down to the big stars making a difference in the big games, and a few minutes left here, 3.5 minutes left, and see who has all the heart to make a difference for their team.
From the halfway line, on the long ball. Cyber Ace knocking to the side. Murray, I thought the ball was out. Apparently not. Nonen, long for Hooper. Oh, 3 players collide there. That's a tough one. And Hooper is down. She paid an awful price for that. The yellow card was just given, it looked like. Obvious concern on the part of Charmaine Hooper's parents.
Her father's right. They sandwiched her. We'll take a look here. But all 3 of them are going up to try and make the play. And Charmaine Hooper doesn't normally get the worst of it, but she did on that one.
3rd minute of stoppage. Takes a lot to take Hooper out of the game. Serlenga ready to take this free kick. Nikki Serlenga on Sandra Hunt's whistle. Step up, cracks it off the post. That's as close as you could get, and the Beat players know it.
Tippy, I think maybe Bean might have gotten a bit of a hand on it too.
Wow, close call on the free kick. 4th minute of stoppage. On that long throw, it goes free. Hooper was detained there. Back at the halfway line. Nonen. Atlanta heads it up towards Hooper. Smack back in and deflected wide. Who touched it? Corner kick. Another minute to go in stoppage time.
Wind's going over. She's going to have an in-swinger. Keep your eye on Carlo right here making one of the runs. Here's Walsh as well on the back post.
Ball looked out. Stop. Anyway, well, we didn't go 5 minutes of stoppage, but we're at the end of regulation. We're going to come back with sudden death overtime. The golden goal. Next goal will win the first ever WUSA championship from Foxboro, Massachusetts. This one's tied at 3.
If you want a chance to kick back in the Outback, watch the Goodwill Games on TNT and enter the AOL Experience the Outback sweepstakes. Just watch the Goodwill Games from Brisbane, Australia, August 28th through September 9th on TNT. And log on to AOL keyword Goodwill Games for a chance to win a Phillips Rush or the grand prize trip for 2 to the Australian Outback on Qantas Airways with special Ayers Rock, Rainforest, and Camel Caravan excursions. Eligible to AOL subscribers on or before August 23rd, 2001.
If you thought 2020 vision was perfect, ask your eye care professional about the AccuView 2 contact lens. 7 out of 10 who wear it see better than 2020. AccuView, advancing the science of sight.
Well, when I got hurt in this work, glad I had supplemental insurance.
Supplemental insurance? What's that?
Aflac. Well, even best insurance doesn't give you cash to cover things like lost pay, other expenses. This does.
What does?
Aflac. Shouldn't ask about it at work.
Really? And what's it called?
Aflac!
Aflac. Without it, no insurance is complete.
Aflac.
There's more to girls than meets the eye. We're strong and beautiful. No lies, soft and dry is that way too. Strong and beautiful, just like you.
A strong dryness ingredient and skin conditioners keep you
softer, drier, strong and beautiful, just like you.
Toyota's clearance is on.
I like it.
Time to check out the powerful Tundra, the truck that's built better from the ground up.
I like it.
so strong it received the highest overall safety rating of any full-size pickup.
I like it.
And right now, you can save thousands with 0% financing when you buy a new 2001 V8 Tundra Limited, or pocket $2,000 cash back and lower your down payment. Toyota's 2001 clearance, going on coast to coast.
When you're the #1 truck dealer in the nation and the #1 Ford dealer in Texas, it means you take in a ton of quality late model trade-ins. So where you gonna go for a used vehicle? Planet Ford. 2000 Focus, just $69.88. 2000 Escort, just $59.88. 2000 Contour, just $69.88. 2000 Taurus, just $99.88. Being #1 has its advantages. It saves you thousands. Planet Ford, I-45 North and Lowena, under the giant glow. Planet Ford.
Well, it's 3-3 in the WUSA Championship. We're ready to start the first overtime. It was a 3-2 game before Tisha Venturini came back. Here's some turf talk before she tied up the game.
Come on, we can do this. All right, here we go. Come on, let's not panic. Let's get it.
Venturini said not to panic. They didn't. They're back in this one as we go to overtime. Next goal will win it. They will play 1 7.5-minute period. If no one scores a second one, remember it's the golden goal. Just like Carlos scored last week, penalty kicks are still tied. So, sudden death overtime. Who's the hero here? A lot of pressure now. CC on the bench. There's got to be an injury, and we'll try to find out. Looks like she's in tears.
Well, she may just be, frustrated that she's not on the field for this last bit. But we mentioned in the second half, JP, she wasn't really that involved in the play as she typically is as a playmaker for the Bay Area Cyber-Rays.
And Cook has come in for. You got to think about penalty kicks too. So I got to think that there's some injury of some kind. It's only speculation, but we'll try to find out. Here's Horvath. Broken up. Atlanta looking to clear it out. Over the halfway line. Bryant in the air. Venturini. Out wide left. Chastain. Keeping it on the ground. Murray on the turn. Murray. Kakatya. She's in. Save Scurry. And at this stage, that has to be the save of the game, or it's over. Set up long. Dead. Murray cracked too high. Oh, no one's holding back, Wendy, in overtime.
Absolutely, JP, and Brian Escurry has just come up huge with a big save. Remember, it's golden goal. If Katya had scored that goal, the game would have been over.
6 saves today, none bigger than that one for a great goalkeeper. Cooper setting it up. Cleared away by the Cyber-Rays, and there's Solenga. Solenga back to Cooper. Up to Sun-Wen. Sun-Wen will play it right to the middle. Walsh. Intended for Carlo. Chastain looking to see what's defending against her. Off a block, it'll go out. And Lakeisha Bean will be able to put it back into play. We're in the first overtime in the second minute of it. That is CC's substitution. She plays the game totally different from CC. She does have the fresh legs out there. We'll try to make a difference. Played in 14 games this year, started 5. Lifted up. Dana Smith. Atlanta will try to play it out wide. Let's get a report from Beth Bowens. Beth.
Groin injury that has CC on the sideline, so Ann Cook has gone in to replace her in the overtime. From the coaches before the OT, Ian Sawyer said, hey, more of the same. We've got to control the tempo and possess, while Tom Stone wants his team to lob them into the box and get everybody up front. JP?
Thanks, Beth, especially for that injury report on CC. Now she can only be a spectator, like the 21,000 that are watching this one today in Foxboro.
A great call there, JP. You're right. A player like CC, see her come off when she would be one of the go-to players. If it did go to PKs, you had to figure that there was an injury. But interesting, Tom Stone's game plan is exactly what worked for him against Philly. Lob it in the box, let players like Parlow flick it on to Hooper. But Bay Area, on the other hand, wants to stick to their style, which is settle the ball down, possess the ball, work it from side to side, and be patient to get your attacks. Two very contrasting styles.
Serlenga almost gave that away to Katya. Ball is going to be cleared out. Throw in coming up, and it belongs to the Cyber Rays. Osageta. Katya's flick towards Horvath. That's cleared away. Osageta playing in a championship game. The team she was with at the start of the year didn't make the playoffs, San Diego, so that's a success story. 4th minute of overtime. Tied at 3. 5 goals in each of 2 semifinal games, 6 here. Looking for a 7. Katya. And they're both holding each other. Sandra Hunt will give that ball to Atlanta. Zoltanonen trying to anchor that defense. Played in every game but one during the regular season. Full 90s in each. Hooper heading it. Cook pumping it back to Kelly Lindsay. Oh, pressure from Sawa that Lindsay just got away from. And Lindsay goes up. Chastain will stay back. And Cook holds up the middle. Horvath had to come back for the ball. Cleared by Carlo. Collision on the sideline. Ball played up. Sinwen. Cut off by the Cyber Rays. Bryant's in the middle with the 5th minute of the forced sudden death overtime. Stop play after 7.5 minutes. And then we'll go perhaps for another 7.5 unless someone scores first. 6th minute now, both teams. Krzyzkowski. Harlow turning for Hooper on the wrong side of it. Cyber Rays clear. Nonen got that one away from Horvath. Up the wing, it's going to be cleared out. Cyber Rays with a throw-in. To Venturini over there.
The Bay Area is really doing a good job not even letting Atlanta get those long ball serves up to their front runners. They're putting high pressure on this defense in midfield for Atlanta.
Harlow to Hooper. And Charmaine pushed on. Free kick, Cyber Rays.
You can hear Tom Stone yelling to his team, get it forward, get it forward.
This is going to be tackled out by Venturini. Throw in for Atlanta. 7th minute of overtime. Tied at 3. The WUSA championship match from Foxboro. Sawa. Cutting. Harlow open left. Low cross. Beam stayed there. Wins. Sinwen almost got it. It'll stay in play. Amy Walsh lifts up for Hooper. And that one got away. And a goal kick coming up for the Keisha Bean.
The play started with Sawa. She served it out here to Parlow, who serves a pretty near-post ball. Bean commits, and the Bay Area clears it out wide and broke down that Atlanta attack. Ball goes back in, but a little bit long for Charmaine Hooper.
A lot of people interested in this one. Great bench shots, especially after goals. You can see the disappointment on some, the joy in others. In the end, one team gets to carry the Founders Cup trophy. And the 2 teams, you could say, deserve to. We're seconds away from the end of the first overtime. Serlenga sends it up. Right side, Curran from Dorn. Here's Nonen. That's going to do it. First overtime session of 7.5 goes by the boards, another 7.5. And if no one scores, we're going to penalty kicks. Come back with us.
At the end of the first overtime period.
When the timing's right, it all comes together. During factory-authorized clearance at your Texas Ford dealer, save on all the best sellers in Texas with cash back up to $3,000 and clearance financing as low as 0.9%. It's a beat you'll only hear during factory-authorized clearance at your Texas Ford dealer today.
Hey, buddy, long time no see. My son Greg talked me into this little camera when we got Roadrunner High Speed Online from Time Warner. Now we're all sending video, email. I check the headlines, my mutual funds, all the latest game scores in less time than it used to take to connect, which is good. Between Greg's games and his sister's research, Roadrunner's about the same price as our old dial-up and extra phone line, so I figured why not?
Get Roadrunner for your family today. With a 30-day money-back guarantee, why wait?
See you at the 20-year reunion.
Welcome back. Second overtime. Seconds old. Another 7.5 minutes unless someone scores here. And then it would be on to penalty kicks. Cyber sending it in. Venturini went for it. Free shot, Cook. She shot it over. CC's replacement had a chance to win the game. Atlanta fans breathing a collective sigh of relief.
In the area that ball got served into the box from, right there, this is a great angle here. Miscleared. Look, it goes right to Ann Cook. She's got to want to have that one back. She even had time to settle it down. Just got to put it on the face. Don't have to rip it through the back of the net. But that area, that Bay Area got that service off from JP. That's an area they've been struggling with. Atlanta's defense has been struggling. They haven't put enough pressure on that spot.
We're in the 9th minute now of overtime. Tackled out of play. Atlanta's ball. Nancy Augustiniak. Long throw in. Sun Wen. And I thought she touched it out. Nope. Sandra Hunt says the other way. So it's a corner.
Remember, Sun Wen served that corner kick, the game-tying goal in the semifinals that Cindy Parlow headed in. She's got a great in-swinger that causes a lot of problem for Bean and the defense here.
Sun Wen with a strike. Bean comes out, grabbed it, and held on. Looked like a little juggle at first, but she holds on to it as tight as she could. Bean now stepping into that one as she clears long. Not long enough for Katya. Sun Wen brought it down for Parlow. Sauer makes a run. That ball was played. Actually hit off Chastain. Dorn blocked over to Julie Murray. Murray couldn't get around. And the foul was called actually Julie Murray. That brought Ian Sawyers up for the bench.
He's yelling for obstruction.
Forward, Dana, forward, 3 yards.
28 fouls. That's low compared to the average for these teams. It's been over 35 a game when they've hooked up. And 42 in their last meeting. Dana Smith, long ball. And it looked like just missing was Amy Walsh. It'll be a goal kick for Lakeisha Bean. Wonder how many of these ladies are thinking about penalty kicks. We're still a few minutes away from that possibility.
I think people would agree, JP, that the game going down to PKs, unfortunately, there's a lot of luck involved in it.
Yeah.
A lot of skill, but a lot of luck. I don't think that you necessarily get the best team, so to speak, because, you know, it's a one kick, you and the goalkeeper 12 yards out. So I'm sure they're going to try for some sort of result in regulation.
Chastain looks, and Story comes out.
In other words, I don't think they're trying to play for a tie to go to PKs.
12th minute, overtime, golden goal. Foul was called, and it goes on Charmaine Hooper. A 3-3 game in order. Goal scorers Chastain, followed by Bivens, Hooper, and Murray, all in the first half. And Sun Wen in the 83rd, Tisha Venturini in the 86th. It looked like Sun Wen's goal might stand up as the game winner, but Venturini brought her side back. Sent over, right side. Long chip, tough to beat Story from there. Brianna holds on. Best chance in this overtime, certainly Ann Cook's open shot. And at the other end, Story had to come up big on the opposite side in the last overtime.
It's me again.
All right. It's time for... Out it goes on the far side. Horvath was the closest to it for the Cyber A's. We're in the 13th minute of overtime. Even at 3, Homari Sawa. Back to Nonan. Up to Amy Walsh in the air. Deflects free. Sawa kept it going. Picks it up. Sawa inside the 18, crossing it. Off beat. It's loose, and she recovered well. And a good thing because Hooper was there looking for a rebound, so was Sun Wen.
Well, Sawa's really trying to make a difference in this game. She's digging deep. She's playmaking and trying to create great opportunities for the Atlanta Beat.
Atlanta will clear. Nearly 13 minutes gone in OT. Harlow, blocked, lost it. Cyber A's look up. Venturini turns and then lost it. Serlenga on the double team picked it off. Chastain beating Carlo. They both collide, and Brandy stays down. It's going to be a free kick coming here. And it went against Chastain.
Come on, Foxboro. Let's hear this championship crowd.
So it's Atlanta's ball on the free kick. Carlo heads for a more advantageous spot. Anticipating the long ball. Dana Smith, long strike. In the air, Parlo was close to it. Sawa heads it over. Serlenga serving it up towards Augustiniak. Chastain punching away up there to knock it away and out.
How good has Chastain been in the air? She's really dominated that space, especially she's won a lot of head balls against Parlo, who definitely has a size advantage over her.
And when you see subs right now, you've got to assume these are good penalty kick takers coming on and maybe replacing those that are not as good. Horvath comes out. Jackie Little will come on.
The Bay Area substitution.
And there's only 1 minute left, so you got to know these people can take the PKs. And Atlanta's trying to make a switch, too. Bryn Blaylock for Homari Sawa. And again, you're only reading into this, but you've got to assume that Sawa's not as confident, perhaps, or as efficient on penalty kicks as maybe Blaylock is. They've been working at this ever since right before the semifinals started because they knew it could come down to PKs. Here's the long throw-in. Carlo knocks it down. Venturini cleared it out of space. Jackie Little's touch. Dana Smith. Jennifer Sun Wen. Brian will clear it. We're getting closer to overtime. Jackie Little. But still seconds left in regulation. Katya making the run, but Nona was right there to knock it away. Was that the last kick? There can be some stoppage time put on. We're a few seconds into it. But there shouldn't be much. That was it. Just a few seconds. We are going to penalty kicks to determine the first ever winner of the WUSA Championship. Come back with us for that excitement and the drama on TNT.
From the network that knows drama. Weeknights at 6 p.m. We will crucify you.
I'm going to pop your eyeballs out with my thumb.
Bobby, what's wrong?
See the drama unfold 5 nights a week.
Get your hands up in here.
NYPD Blue comes to TNT. Starting Tuesday, September 4th at 6, followed by Pretender at 7. Only on TNT. We know drama.
With an ordinary ultrathin, leak is a 4-letter word.
Stay Free introduces
The only ultrathin with 4-wall protection against leaks. 4 letters meet 4 walls.
new Stay Free ultrathin.
Chair time. Oh, keep it going. Comes back. You're fired. You're fired. Is that your chair?
Want to ride around in leather? The all-new 5-door Elantra GT from Hyundai. It comes with the freedom of America's best warranty plan. CD player, side airbags, and leather. All for under $14,000.
Excuse me. That's my chair. Nice.
You were awesome. Yeah, you saw my rebound. Oh,
Okay, hot shots. Now you gotta clean up.
New Clean and Clear Deep Action Cleansing Wipe with beta hydroxy for a deep down tingly clean.
1, 2, 3, 4.
New Deep Action Cleansing Wipe. Clean and clear and under control.
It's Need for Speed at Jason and Houston. Come on! Cool fun for everyone with Chevron's Pit Stop Challenge.
We did the whole pit stop thing on a real NASCAR racer.
Check out millions in incredible cars.
We gotta test our drag racing skills. I won!
Take a 3-story thrill slide. Awesome! Don't try this at home.
No heat, no rain, close to home. We love it here.
Plus, do the NASA Tram Tour, playing Kids Space Place, and lots more. Space Center Houston. It's your home for family summer fun.
Dear SMU, I want to thank your staff for helping me succeed in the information technology field. I'm grateful that Southern Methodist University has a center right here in Houston that provides technical computer training. With the help of SMU's Advanced Computer Education Center, I'm finally achieving the six-figure income I always dreamed of. So I wanted to send you a picture of my new hard-shell laptop computer carrier. Thanks again, Mary Castillo.
You too can upgrade your life. Call to reserve your seat at a free information session.
Welcome back, everyone. The WUSA Championship not only went into overtime, but now it's going to go to penalty kicks to determine a winner. It's 3-3. Lakeisha Bean and Brian Ascuri and teammates know that there's some luck involved in this one. Great day for goal scorers today.
We've had some amazing goals. Here's a great shot by Lindsay. Actually, her first shot of the season that Chastain converts. A lot of time here for Augustiniak to set up Bivens. Beautiful one-touch shot back to the net. Look at Hooper's absolute artistry on finishing. And again, Julie Murray, she's a big name, big star, showed up for the game for Bay Area. Finishes around Brianna Scurry. And now we'll look at, oh, sorry, I thought we were going to look at the second half ones. My bad.
Penalty kicks, a tough way to lose, especially. If you win, don't care as much, you get the trophy. And a new rule, a new FIFA directive, you do not have to list the names of the shooters, so that gives coaches more of an opportunity to make a last-moment change if they want to. And if anyone was red-carded or subbed off, obviously they cannot participate in these penalty kicks, so no CC because of the groin injury. You won't see her. Atlanta will go first. Sun Wen is up 12 yards from Lakeisha Bean. One of China's heroes. She made her PK last week. She knows about the drama of penalty kicks from the World Cup '99 final won by the United States over her team. First round, round of 5, or until someone is a clear winner on PKs. On the referee's whistle, this is Sun Wen. Striking, and it's saved by Bean. Great way to start for the Cyber-A's, and now Brianna Scurry will face her USA teammate, Tisha Venturini. How many times have they faced each other in practice? They know each other's tendencies. Venturini's ready. Venturini with a goal. Cyber-A's lead 1-0.
Well, Venturini took her time and actually looked like she waited to see which way Brianna Scurry moved and then just placed it calmly lower into the left-hand corner. Scurry had some movement going there, and Venturini just placed it. That's really unsavable. Beautiful shot by Venturini.
Bean getting ready now to face the second shot. It'll come from Nikki Serlenga. So Bay Area leads 1-0 in the first round. Serlenga slots it home, 1-1.
And on this one, Nikki Serlenga steps up. Bean actually tried to guess. She moved the opposite direction, but if she had moved to the right, there's no way she would have been able to save that. That was beautifully placed by Nikki Serlenga.
Terry Dorn is next. For the lead, Terry Dorn roofed it. 2-1. Charmaine Hooper's next. Trying to bring Atlanta back level on PKs. Hooper. And Hooper missed the target. An uncharacteristic miss for Hooper. To not even put it on net.
Very surprising. She really didn't have much of an approach run, just one step. Hits it inside of her left foot, and actually Bean doesn't even move. She must have known when she hit it that it was wide.
Katya with a chance to make things real difficult here. Katya, goal! 3-1, which means that Atlanta must make this kick, or the Cyber Rays are the champions. That's how big this next kick is.
How about this pressure? It's Blaylock, the sub that came in late in the game, JP.
Bryn Blaylock out of Texas A&M. This year, no points. She only played in 4 games, just a handful of minutes. Takes her most important kick all year. If she misses, the Cyber Rays are the champions. Blaylock. Go! Cyber Rays win! Rejection on the part of the Atlanta beat players. Tough way to lose, as we said. Cyber Rays won't worry about it. Doesn't matter how you win, as long as you get that trophy. Penalty kicks, Julie Murray's the hero.
Well, I'll tell you, she's been a player that's just done so well, and she stepped up in a critical point. She had to make that PK. If she made that PK, they won, and she went ahead and netted it for the victory.
Downstairs to Beth Mowens and today's hero.
Well, congratulations to Julie Murray. What a terrific postseason it's been for you. 3 goals and then the PK. What do you do in a situation like that as you're approaching the ball?
Well, I just focused everything that I've done in training. I thought of all the girls and all the hard work that they put in all year. And I just did my job. I had to do it.
It was a tough start for you this year, but one of the things that Ian Sawyers talked about was how much the team still believed in you. How big of a boost was that all year to have their confidence and to come into a situation like this?
Well, that's the most incredible feeling, to know that you've got the support of your whole team and all of your management from day one when we first turned up to training right to now. We had confidence and the unbelievable belief that we would all make it to this point right today, and we did.
It's been quite a comeback for you. Congratulations on the win today. Back upstairs, JP.
Thank you, Beth. CC is a winner, despite the fact that she couldn't finish this game because of a groin problem. She's very happy now, Wendy.
Well, you know, CC, it's the best thing for her. She had to come out with an injury, but her team has done it, and it was a great, hard-fought match. Tough to see it come down to PKs, but you got to have an eventual winner, and Bay Area had what it took.
Final score should be 3-3 with the Cyber Rays winning on penalty kicks 4-2. Over 21,000 saw it, partner. We started off when? In April? 21 regular season games, 2 great semifinals, and this is a nice way for the WUSA to end it.
Well, you know, and Mia said it so well when we interviewed her. This is a great stage for these players to show what they're made of, and it's also a great opportunity for young kids to have dreams to aspire to. Great job.
Year 1 of the WUSA in the books, and it took 90 minutes overtime, then penalty kicks.
And it came down to this last kick by Julie Murray, and she just does a nice job of finishing it past Brianna Scurry.
It'll be a nice flight home. Long flight, but a nice one from Boston to San Jose. Let's go back downstairs. Beth Mowens.
Well, JP and Wendy, here is one of those youngsters that you were talking about, and I'm sure you aged a couple of years during those PKs, Lakeisha. You told me yesterday you were not going to get beat in a situation like that, and you didn't. How did you maintain your poise?
You know what? We've been training PKs since we started the playoffs, and my goalkeeper coach now is very tense right before the PKs, and he just looked at me and he told me a joke, and I relaxed, and I knew, like, all I had to do was save one, and my teammates would come through, and they did, and they're awesome.
When you were a little girl, how many times did you practice moments like you experienced today?
A ton, and unfortunately they didn't go the way this one did, but I'm glad I had those experiences.
Well, congratulations for the win today. She's got a Founders Cup, and she's off to join the national team next month. JP?
Thank you, Beth. Next up on TNT, it is Lethal Weapon. The Bay Area Cyber Rays are the first ever WUSA champions. We thank you for joining us this season on TNT for WUSA Soccer. Right now, we'd like to take this opportunity to look back at this past season and thank the people who helped bring you the WUSA on TNT. So for Wendy Gebauer and Beth Mowens on the sidelines, I'm John Paul Della Camera. We say so long from Foxboro Stadium, and we congratulate these two teams today. History is underway from RFK Stadium. Virginia will strike it. Virginia will go.
has been a presentation of TNT Sports.